What's up, everybody? Alright, got everything right here. I'm gonna send the link to groups if anyone wants to join. Eventually. Alright, what's up, guys? So I'm just gonna send my stream out link, the stream link to some people, and then we'll get started. So let me do that. I Alright, apparently StreamYard thought it would be a great idea to glitch. Alright. Well, I'll send the copy links. I will turn off the camera while I do that so it doesn't use too much power. And then turn it back on while we do the review. So let me just send the link out. All right, we're back. Just the link. Right, now my camera's on. Right, make sure it's using the right one. Good. All right, so how the stream will work is we're gonna go over my MacBook, how it's held up over the past year because I've had it for a while now. I got it in October of 2021, but I just was like, you know what, I'm bored. I'm gonna do a review. So I'm streaming off the iPhone with StreamYard. If anyone, and then we'll just tech talk. Maybe react to some videos about Apple YouTubers and maybe share our opinions on the latest hardware and software. I don't have the latest hardware, by the way. So software, hardware, whatever we're gonna talk about. I have the iPhone SE second gen and then this old MacBook. So yeah, but it's actually a great MacBook. I mean, for me, it is because I've always wanted to have a computer, and it's my first one. It's just great, man. It has an Intel processor, so I can actually. Funny thing, you can actually install Windows on a Mac if you have an Intel base. Apple lets you do that. There's an Apple Boot Camp assistant that comes built in. You can install Windows. Now, I didn't put the link in the description for people to join on StreamYard because StreamYard lets you let guests in because I don't want trolls trying to troll me. So if anyone wants to join, text the Google Voice number of the channel 715-600-2344 or and then tell me who you are and I'll send you the link or message me if you already have my number or email or have me on Skype if you, or if you or if you have me on Skype or Instagram or any social media, I'll let you in. Join. So we'll review my MacBook and then we will talk about technology and more, just random streams. So we'll have fun. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Yeah, let's get started. So this Mac does not boot on when you open the lid. You actually have to hold down the button. Power button. It does the sound. No, the speakers aren't really that great. It's older. I like the microphone. It's not the latest, but it's great. So it doesn't. When I try this Mac is kind of weird. When I try to enter my PIN, voiceover doesn't work. Even if I turn Angel's voiceover on. So I try to enter my PIN. Now I have to wait. So it runs macOS Monterey, which is great. So it doesn't run macOS Ventura, but at least I have iOS 16 on my iPhone SE, which I actually love the iPhone SE, by the way. So shout out to Apple for making the iPhone SE. I mean, it's good. It's a great phone. So I started off with the iPod Touch, by the way, if you guys didn't know. It had a terrible microphone, and I knew it was not a great device when I got it, but it was the only thing I could get, so I was appreciative. I was like, yeah, you know what, this is great. And then I got this phone a month ago. Actually, on November 29th, actually, is when it shipped, and I set it up. It's great. So, yeah, you might be like, oh, yeah, it's not that big of a change from an iPod, but yeah, it kind of is. Like, the size of the device, it's a little big.
Welcome to macOS. VoiceOver is on. Finder, calendar, today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, today, to open the
There goes the
notifications
Mac.
press Control Option N.
But yeah,
you are currently on a group. To interact
the
with
size
items
of
in
the
press
iPhone
Control
SE, though,
Option,
that I
shift,
have,
down arrow.
it's the second gen. The second and third gen are basically the same phone, but processor difference. The second gen has the iPhone 11 processor, so basically it's like an iPhone 11 with the home button, and then it has the iPhone 8 design, and then with the and it has, but it does have stereo mics. It has the latest microphones. Now, if you do compare an iPhone mic for like a 10R, 10s, 10s Max microphones or higher to the newest, they all sound the same. By the way, microphone wise, pretty much. The microphones on iPhones are great. And not the Max, and we will review it. So, how am I gonna use it? I need to like figure out how to use the thing while holding a camera. That's what we will do it this way. Oh, well, it is using it. I will grab my tripod. Yeah, this thing does have stereo mics. This iPhone over here, so it is a great thing. It's not that much bigger than my iPod, but it is bigger. So yeah, I'm grabbing my tripod because oh man, I can't. You can't use a Mac. I'm not holding a camera. So we're gonna do it this way, where I have it lowered, and then we will put the phone on here. Hold on, guys. Sorry for camera. I know, but I have to set it down so I can get this because yeah, this is how blind people do YouTube. So yeah. No, it's not. This is my new. So you guys no. So this guy, the Manny Alvarez, says in the front group, "This is your new channel. Is this your old channel?" No, this is actually new. ML Studios, because my other channel got screwed because someone thought it would be a great idea to troll it. So how what happened was is I let someone in because I trusted them. I was using OBS, right, so people wouldn't like do something stupid, and then um I trusted them and then they screwed me over 30 minutes later. So that was fun. No, I don't need these up. So wait, can I actually put this on the desk and then? Oh, okay. I could put my camera on the desk, the tripod. Actually, I should say. Let me twist the knob down. There we go. We'll do it this way. So I want you guys to be able to actually see it, not be like, oh. Alright, let me put the camera on. There we go. Let me get it on. Yes, home button to the right. Hopefully it goes in landscape mode. I will let people in if you text me or the group. Chat them in and be like, hey, what's up, Micah? Can I join? Yeah, then you can join. There's a little high. Oh, this is how I did it last time. Okay, I did a tutorial once on how to boot camp in the Windows video, and I didn't ever upload it. It was just like kind of, it was like, it was weird. So this is how I did it. I had the thing in between my legs, and my legs held the thing. Because I don't have like a I need to like. There we go. There we go. That's much better. And that should be able to get the Mac just fine. All right, we're gonna put the iPhone camera. All right, on here. There we go. This is like two things. And then No, it needs to be in the facing the middle of the Mac. I'm trying to help sighted people understand here. Camera here. Yeah, camera is like not exactly there yet. I'm gonna move it. And then we're gonna do this again. So here's the camera. Oh, I didn't do this perfectly. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the Mac. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to like measure. I'm trying to like. Hold on, let me push this over. No. Close. Bubble cancel. And then there we go. Okay, I think that works. You guys, if you guys, can you guys see the Mac? You guys can see any of you? There's no one watching, but that's fine. People start watching it. I had to get everything set up. On stream, I wanted to show you guys what's on. All right, so this is the Mac. We're gonna go to about.
Menu bar. About this Mac. About this Mac. You are currently on the button. To click this button, press Control Option Space.
Here, I will also. Twist my tripod this way. I guess I could put it where it will be like this, and then camera wise, there we go. That's better. So this is the Mac. The speakers aren't that great, but there we go.
12-point version. About this MacBook Mac version 12.6.1. About this MacBook Mac OS Monterey toolbar. About version 12.6.1. MacBook Air 13-inch early 2015. Processor 1.6 GHz dual core Intel Core i5. You are current memory 8 GB 1600 MHz DDR3. You are startup Macintosh HD graphics Intel HD graphics 1536 megabytes. Serial number C1MDF4 LTG94 system software license agreement.
Yes, this is great. I love the Mac, by the way.
Finder.
It has 121.12 gigabytes of storage to be exact. And yeah, this is a Mac. It's pretty stable for everything. I downloaded this new app.
Desktop share.
It's like a screen mirror stuff. But yeah, this is the Mac. It has trackpad down here.
Find trackpad commander off.
You don't need it though. And then we have the regular keyboard function keys. It's great because it's like one of the last MacBook Airs to have the traditional ports that most other Windows computers have. SD card, it's a Thunderbolt port, I think up here. Yeah, something. Yeah, and then headphone jack and microphones. Yeah, this is the Mac. This is all I have to say about it. It's a great computer. It will like kind of like slow down if you're like in a StreamYard Studio and Google Meet and GarageBand and Reaper, all that. But it's still usable. I still do things like that. Now, the highlight of this computer I will show you is this. This is an Intel Mac. Yes, I'll show you that this came in by this app came built in by Apple. I just want to show people because so you might be like, Micah, how'd you get Windows on there? It's illegal. No, it's not. Windows is technically open source.
Utilities folder. Open.
So Apple made this app called Boot Camp Assistant.
Bluetooth file exchange application. Boot Camp Assistant application.
So we're gonna open it.
Open.
It basically says
Boot Camp Assistant helps install Microsoft Windows on an Intel-based Mac by downloading the necessary support software, creating a partition on your disk for Windows, and then starting the Windows installer. Please click the Open Boot Camp Help button for
and then continue.
Open Boot Camp Help.
It will load
Go
my
back button. The Windows volume and all of its contents will be permanently lost. Finder.
All right. And
Close window.
Apple made this. It comes built on only Intel-based M1s, M2s, different processor. All right. Now I'll prove to you that I actually will say search for Boot Camp Assistant on the App Store. Just to prove that it's made by Apple. Just for anyone out there who doesn't know anything, like it's like
Calendar today.
And you might be like, oh yeah, but how did you get Windows? Because if you guys know something, when you also, there's a button that says I don't have a product key when you're actually in the Windows setup initially before it boots into the
toolbar, field, table, no result. Mike Elefante.
no results. Well, yeah, it's not even on the App Store because it only comes in on those.
No field, toolbar, field, table, no selection. You are currently in field, loading. Mike Elefante, loading, field, table, Mike Elefante, button, group, loading. Toolbar, field, arcade, Mike Elefante, arcade, collection, toolbar.
Yeah, it is built into Apple, so it's not in the App Store because
authentication.
The M1s can't download it apparently.
Shut down. Default button.
All right.
You are currently on the
So
button.
I'm gonna shut it. We're actually gonna
press Control Option Sleep
restart, and I'm gonna hold down the Option key. And you'll see why in a second. Now, this is unlike an Apple person to do, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's called. We are going to make sure this camera follow it this way. Still facing the Mac. There we go. Sorry for you guys can't see it, but this is the best I can get. So yeah. All right. So I'm holding down Option, and as you might be able to see, it's gonna. Okay. I'm holding down Option, and then yeah. And then we let go. Right arrow. Enter. Watch this. And this I don't have any other computer. This is my first computer. I've always wanted a Windows computer, and I got good at using Mac OS, and it was great. I love Mac OS, but since I had a school Windows computer, everybody else uses Windows. I wanted to get it so I could go get in what they're doing. Watch this Windows on the Mac. Shout out to Activity or Sibney Tech, whatever his name is, for this because he actually his Windows computer broke like over a year ago or something, and then he had to run Windows on his Mac. One day I was like, "Wait, did you fix your Windows computer?" And he goes, "No, I'm running out of my Mac. It's boot camp." Because originally I actually because I saw someone named Mad Gamer running Windows on his Mac before he got a new Windows computer like years ago, and he was running it in a virtual machine, not boot camp, and I thought he was like boot camping, but then it was like very slow. For some reason, I thought it was boot camp or whatever, because apparently I knew that Apple let you do that apparently. So then it was slow. And I asked my dad if it was true, and then my dad goes, "Yeah, back when I used to work, people tried doing it. It was slow. Boot camp would crash, and apparently." So that gives me an assumption that Windows Boot Camp on the Mac used to be a virtual machine if it crashed, because there's no way Boot Camp can crash. Because the Mac, when you're booting the Windows, it doesn't run through Boot Camp; it runs through the hardware. All Boot Camp does now is you get to download the software from Microsoft on Microsoft's website, and then all it does is it gets it ready, and then it makes the ISO bootable, and then you can boot in the Windows. So there actually is it's no nothing else is running in the background but Windows, and then all the apps on it. So it's like a normal Windows computer. So if I shared my screen on a call, people would be like, "Oh, you have a Windows computer? Cool." So Windows 10 runs. Yes, it runs really fast. No. So whoa. Start window taskbar. So yeah, it's great, guys. I love the Mac. Now we're going to let me think how I want to do this. Do I want to react to Apple videos on Windows? No. Okay, I need to check the number because Google Voice is we've had okay, sorry if anyone tried the text number. Google Voice is being weird. I will actually check when I get on my computer, see if anyone texted it in a while, and I will tell them, "Oh, Google Voice is being weird." Because it was being weird. I have a personal account. Yeah. Running app with mix desktop button. Notification chevron button. Show desktop list. Recycle did not selected. Start button. Type here the search button. Search highlights icon. Open search home window button. Yeah, it's great, guys. So that's 8 gigabytes of RAM, but acts like 16 on Windows apparently. Start window. Search window. Search box edit blank. Taskbar. All right, so that's basically the Mac. So now I'm gonna go back to Mac OS. I think. How do I want to do this? Do I want to use Windows? It might be faster. Shutdown restart. Yeah, I will. Cause I can do it on both. I don't know, dude. Cause we're gonna react to some videos, and I want people to join. Um,
Taskbar. Select audio.
wait.
Speak line 1.
Oops.
Desktop list. Recycle did not selected 1 of 18.
Okay. I think, cause yeah, I do want to use Mac OS, but sometimes it might be a little weird. Yeah, I'll use Mac OS, guys. Why not?
Shut down Windows. Restart.
All right, I'm gonna take this off the camera now, or take the tripod. We're gonna put it away. Okay. Now can back. There. All right. I don't have my camera on. All right. There we go. 0, 1, 2. There we go. Let me grab my headphones because we're gonna need these. So Mac OS is StreamYard. You have to use virtual audio cable to get audio, and then I can just normally screen share. Because apparently Google Chrome on the Mac is built differently. Apparently you can't share audio of internal. It's weird. But I got it. All right. I will plug my phone in just because I could go somewhere later today. I don't want to. Even I do have a. I actually have a cool charger. So this charger, this case, I have a normal phone case, obviously, normal phone. Like, it looks like a normal phone. Like, oh yeah, the person has a normal phone case. But the case actually has a built-in charger. So um, when you put the case on, it has a lightning end, and the case has its own charging port. And then the lightning end on the case actually goes into the iPhone, and then I can plug my phone in like normal every day. It'll charge your iPhone like normal, just as you normally would expect it. But then the charger also charges the phone charger. So then, if I'm ever out and about and I need to charge my phone, I can hold the button down on the back side, and boom, we got charge. All right, so why is this all pan over? Oh, so I'm gonna set my default speakers over here to. There we go. Input. I'm gonna set internal microphone. Why is it 100%? Hold on. When I at 50. I'll keep that open. Alright guys, I'm gonna join the Mac. I just need to get Reaper, which is an audio tool. Arm it. portion does work. Gianni tried calling, and yeah, he's someone I know. So, wait. Why is it using my school profile anyway? And then I'm gonna do. Alright, so I'm going to go to StreamYard. Well, I'm gonna join the stream, guys. So I'm gonna send Gianni the link. So we're gonna react to some videos. Enter studio. Alright, I'm gonna enter the studio on here. Yes, I haven't heard this microphone in a while, so yeah, it does pick up lots of echo. So yeah. Alright, yes. The iPhone mic really isolates me. That's actually impressive. It actually isolates me. How does the iPhone do that? Ugh. Alright. No.
Microphone. Black hole. Default. Play test sound. Echo cancellation. Play test sound. Default. Multi-out. Black hole 2CH. Headphones. Built. Default. Headphones. Built. Play test sound. Echo cancellation. Stereo audio. Unchecked. Checked. You are currently on a checkbox inside of a dialog finder. Reaper. System preferences. System input. Maximum gain. Output. 100%. Maximum gain. Image. Chrome. StreamYard. Link. Image. StreamYard.
Alright, guys, we're on the Mac now. Let's get started.
Dismiss context menu. App. Closing. Message. Phone. TikTok. Page 4 of 5. Page 3 of 5. Stop. Speed. Slot. Skype. 30 minutes.
Alright.
Manage chats. Button. Sir. The fun group. Victor. Oh, this is the group of randomly. Low Alex. Less low Alex. Active. Back. Updating conversation.
Yes, Gianni can join the stream.
Messages. Heading.
Because he sounds okay. I'll tell you guys this about Gianni. Sometimes Gianni, it depends on the day with him. Sometimes there are problems, but he is pretty good with. Even though he's not the best with audio, I still think I want to hear his mic. So yeah, I want to hear how this
Edit
is.
broadcast. End broadcast. Button. Full screen. Button. Leader layout. Small screen. Picture.
Should I actually open? I should probably open the Google Voice number.
Remove from stream. Solo mute mic button. More option. Mute mic. Turn on mic and camera set. Present button. Group. You are currently on a button. Group. 2. Dialogue. Slides. Extra tab. Video file.
I'm gonna open
button. Group.
Tab. So
Menu bar. Apple. Edit. View. History. Profile. Book. Profiles. Add profile. Edit ellipsis. ML. Mica. Work. ML. ML checked. Now in new tab. Google address and search bar. Share this.
Now, what I want to
select
know
next tab.
If not Apple.
Bookmark this tab.
Trying to join. Let me. Oh yeah. Command grave accents.
Now in StreamYard.
There we go.
Link. Image. Edit broadcast. End broadcast. Button. Full screen.
Then
Button.
my Google Chrome organized where I have a profile with
Small.
my LaFont Micah 6 account, which is the one that got deleted.
Large
Then the ML Studios, and then my
picture in
school
picture. Full screen layout.
thing.
Only the shared
So
screen is visible.
I can
If
have.
no
I'm
remove.
using both at the same
So
time.
mute mic button. More options. Add to stream.
All right, Gianni's here. Let's see how this sounds.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is this your computer mic or which mic is this?
My headset controller mic.
Okay. It is a little loud, so you might wanna. If you have
Maybe if I distance myself from it like this.
No, so do you have echo cancellation turned on or off?
I think on.
So turn it off, enable stereo audio, and then go to your control panel and just lower the volume a little bit, and then you'll be, of the mic, and you'll be good.
This is not a stereo compatible mic. This is a mono mic.
I know, but just actually, because then wait, lower the volume in control panel a little bit, because it is a little really loud with headphones on. If you could hear it, if you like.
Oh, what the? It's not. Okay, hold on. Let me try this again.
Yeah, if you lowered it, yeah, we'll be.
It's not using my headset mic for some reason. Hold on.
Oh, you can go to mic and camera settings and then use it. You can switch it.
Solo layout.
All right, and then
Let's.
so We're gonna react to some videos by good YouTubers out there who make Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to.
How does this?
Whoa. Okay, turn off echo cancellation because it's kind of too cancellated. And then talk.
Let's see here.
You. Okay, you are. It's kind of quiet now, and you sound like you're going into it. So raise it up a little bit in control panel if it can, and I'll tell you.
The loudest it goes. Let me see.
Yeah, you're like talking right into it, so it sounds like you're. It sounds like you're going. Let's see. Like it's where it's a mic. It sounds like it's like quiet, and it's like it sounds like the doesn't go like.
How does this sound?
Okay, you're too close to it, and now it's loud. So get a little far away from it because it sounds like you're going into it. So then,
That should be good.
yeah.
Mute mic.
All
More.
right, so I'm gonna
Mute
see
mic.
if
Turn off.
Google Chrome
Mic
fixes
present.
this bug real quick on Mac OS.
Dialog. Slot. Extra tab. Video. Share screen. Choose what to share. Entering entire screen. Select. Leaving entire. Entering entire screen tab. Window. Chrome tab. Tab. Selected. Entering Chrome tab table. Chrome tab. Empty table.
Okay, that's still a bug. They haven't fixed it on the Chromium-based engine for any browsers. You can't share individual tabs.
Leaving Chrome tab.
Okay.
Window. Entire screen tab. Select.
I guess I have to go. Wait, actually, can I share individual? No.
What are you
Entering
trying to
entire screen.
do?
Leaving share but cancel button. Share button.
All right, we're sharing the screen for sighted people to see.
Now
So
in
I'm
stream.
gonna react to some videos here.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna react to some Apple videos.
Leaving stream. Link. Stop sharing. Link. Hide. You are now in StreamYard.
So I'm gonna AirDrop them over from my iPod.
I thought you don't use your iPod no more.
Or not my iPod, my iPhone. I get the names mixed up, but also there's this app called Screen Mirror. You can apparently plug your phone in by USB, and
On the iOS or
on the Mac. So I want to see, because its charging case won't let me actually send things over to the Mac. But is there I wish there was a Bluetooth audio receiver because it would be easier. But actually, we'll try this out. I'm gonna unplug my phone and I'm gonna remove it from its case real quick because the charging case doesn't like. It doesn't like whenever I use. It doesn't like computers. Like it works with headphones and stuff, But I want to see if it's the case, because whenever I've plugged my phone into my computer, the computer doesn't like see it, and the phone won't be like, trust this computer. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna remove the case, and I'm gonna. There we go.
Have you felt what this phone feels like without the case? It's so, well, it's kind of rounded.
What, the iPhone SE?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I first got it for like 2 days, I used it with no case until the case shipped. It feels like an iPhone 8 kind of. It is pretty small, but it has really good microphones. I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
It has like good microphones like the iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, that's weird.
The home. Guess what? The home button doesn't move.
Yeah.
It's like the solid state one.
Yeah, I
All
used to
right.
have an iPhone 7 Plus where the home button was a solid state.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like an iPhone 7 or iPhone 8, and it's an iPhone 8 design.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna try this app out real quick to see if it works.
You need to get your messages.
Connect.
Punch your passcode.
Why can't you use Touch ID? That okay. For this one.
I don't know why you can't use your Touch ID for this.
I can. It just. There we go. All right, guys. What we're gonna do now?
Finder.
We're gonna see if this app works. I'm gonna open.
Application. Safari. Screen mirror. Application. Open. You are currently on a collection. To begin interacting with the items in this screen mirror window, iPhone/iPad screen is off. Application. Alert. Screen mirror would like. Screen mirror would like to access the camera. Oh, okay. Screen mirror window. iPhone/iPad screen is off. iPhone/ AM. Wow. Settings. Screen curtain on. Notes. Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain off.
Yes, I can hear your iPhone.
All right.
iPhone/iPad screen is off. iPhone/iPad screen is off. iPhone/iPad.
The screen should be on, but okay then.
Finder. Close. Screen mirror window. iPhone/iPad screen is off. iPhone/iPad screen is off. You are currently on a text element.
I guess.
Why would it be off?
Now in preferences, screen mirror window button. You are currently on a button. To plug in the iPhone/iPad over USB, app needs the camera permission on the Mac to connect. You are currently on screen mirror lies in your menu bar. You are currently button.
Oh. I'm gonna plug you in.
Window. iPhone/iPad screen is off. You are currently on a text element.
Alright, now we're gonna go.
Screen mirror. Bluetooth. Monday. Screen mirror. Menu. Screen mirror. Bluetooth menu. Screen mirror. Selected menu extra group. You are menu 7 items. Menu 7 item. Mic is iPhone. Preferences ellipsis. Hide app icon. Purchase ellipsis. Help/support about. Quit screen mirror. Mic is iPhone. You are preferences ellipsis. Mic is iPhone. Menu 7 items. Menu 7 items. Finder. Google
I
Chrome.
want the sighted people to be able to
Screen mirror.
see it.
iPhone/iPad screen is off. Menu bar. Apple. Screen mirror. Mic. Preferences ellipsis. Mic is iPhone. iPhone/iPad screen is off. Menu bar. Screen mirror. You Apple. Screen mirror. Mic preference. Hide app. Purchase help/support. Preferences button. Plug in the iPhone screen mirror live. View application. Device name table. Disable audio from device. Purchase button. Purchase. Now in purchase screen. Purchase button. Purchase. Restore button. Support further development of $1.99. Screen mirror. Paid version. Purchase screen mirror. Free for 7 days. Screen $1.99. Purchase.
Are you okay?
What?
Are you going to buy it?
Yes, I am, just in case.
Purchase button. Restore. Purchase. Zoom.
You need to
Minimum.
choose your
Purchase
plan.
screen mirror. Support further development of screen mirror. Needs attention. Dialog. Sign in required. If you have an Apple ID. LaFontaine Micah 6.
I don't care. It's just an email. Everybody
Password?
knows it. No one can see my password because it's just dots visually. Whoop, there we go. Because I want people to be able to see it, on that way. So this is actually cool.
Screen mirror. Purchase screen mirror. Restore. Purchase button. Support further develop. $1.99. Purchase button. Purchase button. Notes. New note. Music. System. Needs attention. Alert. Dialog. Confirm your in-app purchase. Screenshot. Do you want to buy one screen mirror? Screenshot. Paid version for $1.99. Confirm your in-app purchase. Do you want to buy? Cancel button. Buy default button.
Just $1.
Screen
good.
mirror.
I have like
Purchase screen
$70,
mirror. Free for 7 days. Window. Purchase. Application. Alert. Dial. Your purchase was successful. Okay. Default. Screen mirror. Purchase screen. Purchase button. Restore. Support further development of screen. $1.09. Screen mirror. Paid. Purchase screen mirror. Zoom. Purchase.
Did it actually purchase?
Minimize. Close button. System. Need. If you have an Apple ID. Forgot Apple ID or password? Button. Sign in. Screen mirror. Close button. Now in help/purchase button. Disable audio. Device name. View application usage video button. Device name. In device name. Mic out of view application usage video button. Chrome. Untitled. Horizontal splitter. Collapse on. StreamYard. Desktop. Close button. Screen. Close button. New tab button. Search tabs.
This is actually nice to explore how
Chrome. Entering App Store. Double tap to open. Mark this tab button. Maps. Screenshot. Show side. Double tap to open. Mica. Menu pop-up. Chrome. Menu pop-up. Screen mirror and control. Link. Skipped. Link. Mirror iPhone screen on the Mac. Close tab. Entering StreamYard web. Screen mirror. Screen mirror. View application. Device name table. Mica's iPhone. Selected. Disable audio from device. Chrome. StreamYard. Search tabs. Window. You are currently on text.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Now,
so
edit broadcast.
I'm just gonna refresh
Finder.
the app so you guys can see it.
Application. Safari. Application. Screen mirror. Open.
So let's see this.
You are currently on a collection. To begin interacting with the screen mirror. Window. iPhone/iPad screen is off.
Oh, I think I know what we have to do here.
ORB i7 10 orientate 100% control center. Cellular Wi-Fi. Blue. High. Media. Previous play. Hi-fi speaker. Button. Media controls. System capture. Phil Wickham. This is amazing. Play. Next lock. Screen mirroring. Open controls. In progress. Stop mirroring. Stop in progress. Stop mirroring. Button. Stop mirror. Screen mirroring. Heading. Screenshot. Screen mirroring. Dock. Music.
Okay, I guess we'll
notes.
go.
Screenshot. Notes.
We'll go
Notes.
with this
Music.
for now.
Double tap to open.
We're good. I just wanted to see how this app works, and it goes over US. The cool thing is it actually goes over USB, so you don't need Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or anything.
Page 1 of 5. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page. YouTube.
So a video. I want to react
YouTube.
to some videos.
Cast. Button. Play on TV or speakers.
Now, these videos do have to do with some bugs that sighted people are experiencing, because I want to talk about that, how Apple's kind of been slowing down lately with fixing things. Because they kind of have. And
Create shorts. Tab. Create. Tab. Subscriptions.
we're
Tab.
going to go, and we're going
Cast.
to look
Button.
at some of these videos.
Play on TV. Muted. Unmuted. No, sir. Your restream.io. Talos of Simple Alpaca. Button.
So we're gonna go to
Selected.
Simple
iPhone 11 versus iPhone. View channel. But iOS 17 will be important. Apple Watch Series 4 and 2. This iPhone still has problems. iPhone 12 Pro Max in 2020. This iPhone still has problems.
So we're gonna actually
iOS 17
go
will be
to iOS
important.
17 will be important, because what people are thinking is this.
3 minutes.
We're gonna watch.
This
Video
is an
player.
iPhone
Heading.
11 Pro from
4
Back
seconds to skip
Market.
ad.
They specialize in
Video player.
refurbished
1
devices
second
that
to skip
feel
ad.
new
Ad can now be
as
skipped.
So I
Install.
kind of want to
Add
break
back mark.
down
Track
why
position. Full
iOS
screen.
17
Button. Track
is.
less than a
So
second
I
to 3.
kind of want to break down why.
Now in preferences. Screen mirror. Window. iPhone/iPad screen is off. You are currently on iPhone/iPad screen is off. Speech on.
You allow your camera?
Simple Alpaca autoplay is on. Simple iOS 7. Simple auto
Yes.
cap more replay button.
Oh, pause the
Speech
video.
off.
Or one of the more important updates,
There we
probably in the last few years. Now, I do want to break one thing down. Essentially, all of the rumors that we've been getting so far right now are stating that the iOS 17 update is not going to be that big of an update, meaning it's not going to bring any crazy cool features for the most part. It's not going to be a big refinement, but I don't think we need like a big update year right now. I think the situation where a lot of iPhone owners are in is that they are currently owning a phone that is probably a little bit more buggier than usual. When you look at phones like the iPhone 14, 14 Pro, 14 Pro Max, 14 Plus, a lot of iPhone users there, I would say more often than not, maybe more often than average, are actually stating a lot more concerns and a lot more issues with those iPhones than really ever before. If you remember not too long ago with iOS 15, that was also not that big of an update, but for the most part there were some cool features added. But I do remember that update also being a little bit more buggier than usual. And iOS 14 and iOS 13, so on and so forth. iOS 12 was a refinement update that was much needed after a big, massive update like iOS 11. And I don't think pretty much since iOS 12, we've gotten that refinement year. Almost every single year after, there's been big improvements, there's been big updates, added for the most part, but we haven't gotten like an iOS 12 that I think we kind of needed. I think iOS, 15 was kind of like an iOS 12 update. Some people could even say maybe like iOS 16 could have been one of those things too. But the problem that we're in now is that with iOS 16 being a massive update coming from kind of like a big update from iOS 15, coming from a massive update like iOS 14, we are in due time. I think we are, due for a specific update like iOS 17, and I'm hoping Apple can really, focus in on making that version of software as stable as possible, because a lot of people are experiencing a lot of bugs with that version with iOS 16 right now, and I don't think we're in a spot right now where we need to.
Well, blind people don't actually
Speech
get
on.
affected by this. Now this USB cable. Oh yeah, you know what don't think is weird, Gianni?
What?
Is that if I want to use this thing where I can send my phones. Wait, Mom, can you see my phone screen on the computer?
I see a phone screen. It doesn't look like yours.
What do you see?
A picture of somebody's phone screen, but it doesn't look like yours, Micah.
You can't see like YouTube.
Apps.
or
YouTube.
anything?
Close YouTube.
Yeah, I see YouTube.
Can you see the home screen?
Dock. Music.
Yeah, now I see it.
Yes. So this app actually, I have to take the case out and then plug the USB and end into the iPhone to actually use it.
Podcast. Apps. Maps.
No, another
Double tap to
video
dock
I
message.
wanted to look
Phone.
at
One new
is
item.
about
Page 1 of 5.
side-loading
Page 2. Page 3. Page 4 of 5. YouTube.
apps on the iPhone because someone made a
YouTube.
video.
Cast. Button. Library. Subscriptions.
And
Tab.
it's actually cool.
Cat. Notif. Search. Your restream. Talos of Tech. Button. Selected. Talos of
Gianni,
Tech.
have you heard of a YouTuber called Talos of Tech?
I think so.
Yes, he's actually
iPhone 15.
really
We still need. Will iPads go? The smartphones. Garmin set. Best. Potential up. Happy 16. 17 wishes. Apple's cheapest. Apple is opening my iPad mini 7 with iPhone 15 Ultra. Recapping Apple in 2000. How I'd FIX. Talos of Tech. If 2 weeks ago. Like 200. 100. Talos of Tech. 2 weeks ago. Like 120. Hopes for Apple. Will 120 Hz. 3 nanometer and 2. Talos of Tech. 3 weeks ago. Like 191 comment. DaVinci Resolve. EU wants easier iPhone. Apple's next EU wants easier iPhone battery swap. Apple's next Android app. Next Mac Pro won't be as quick. Talos of Tech. 4 weeks. Like 330. Will more app stores hurt? 15 MacBook. Will more app stores hurt? Will more app stores hurt or help iOS? 11 minutes. Video player. Heading. 4 seconds. Add. 3 seconds to skip ad. Ad can now be skipped. Selected. Skip. Will.
Good morning,
Install.
European
Add Facebook. Track position.
Union.
Track position. Skip.
Good
Full screen.
morning,
Button.
European
Speech off.
Union. Decided to
Speech
keep
on.
the Lightning
Speech off.
port for another year. No, you cannot. That is illegal. We will ban you. Oh, okay. Well, I see. That's fine. So, we also were working on this new 8K TV. Too
Mom,
bad.
can you
It's
see the
illegal.
video that
It's
I'm
banned. You
watching?
can't release that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, in other news, we'd like to keep Fortnite off of the App Store. It's too bad. That's illegal. You're a monopoly. You can't allow that. Understandable. Okay. I would like to design a new product. You know what, Tim? Just get out of it. We don't need you guys anymore. The European Union, we're going to design the next iPhone, and it's gonna be great. Okay, I guess I'll, focus on getting out of China. I hate freedom. Right, this is a very controversial topic, and basically, anytime I see online posts about it, the internet is pretty split down the middle. There's a bunch of people saying, yes, this is great, I'm very excited that this law is being enacted, and that Apple is working on this, and the other side is, this is terrible news, Apple's in trouble, and the iPhone's gonna suck now, and the EU is ruining everything for all of us, and I tend to find myself kind of still going back and forth. Although I do tend to side more so on the skepticism side, because while I do side with the EU with the decision to go forward with USB-C as a common connector on phones, and that I've seen some people say, like, well, yes, I agree USB-C is better. I don't like the method of government enforcing a company to enable it. This kind of requires us to go into that discussion, which I don't love having because it can get rather political. But the reason we're discussing it is because Bloomberg dropped a report saying that sources from within Apple are informing them that they're working on allowing sideloading and alternative app stores because of this new law that's going into effect in March of 2024. So this law is actually sooner than the USB-C mandate, and basically requires Apple to open up a lot of things, allow alternative app stores and apps to be downloaded outside of Apple's own app store, as well as interesting ones like it requires messaging platforms to support all devices. So
Yeah, so what do you guys...
Cat captions. More preview. Rewind. Play forward. Next 2 minute. Track exit full screen. Track 2. Next forward play
Thinking about
button.
that, because there is a way to sideload right now called the Alt Store. But the only problem with that is that it's like you have to have a developer account to like have it for like unlimited side loads because you only get a bunch of app IDs and stuff.
Right,
So
and if you're not a Patreon supporter of them, you only have access to it for 7 days before you have to refresh. If you are a Patreon supporter, then you have access to it for a year.
yeah, so what do you guys think about that? How you might be able to side load next year if because they're being forced to add it to iOS because then there can be apps like because we already got eSpeak for the iPhone on the App Store, but like what say because like on Android, there's like ETIL. Well, we already have that too. Wait, I let someone else get
That's
the
not on the App Store though. That's already in settings.
yes. So on Android though, there's more text to speech engines. So what if you wanted to get that on the iPhone like more? Because we already have eSpeak, we already have Eloquence, but what if you want more, but you don't have to put them on the App Store and go through the whole Apple system? Or what if you want for video gamers? What if you guys want Fortnite back on the iPhone? Well, that could happen.
Find Google Chrome.
Now let's see
Chrome.
who's trying to join.
ML Studios.
I know it's not gonna be a troll because
End broadcast.
someone just
Button.
sent people the link, so
Full screen.
it's fine, I guess.
Group layout. All camera.
Well,
Picture
we'll
in
see
picture
who it is.
layout. Screen is large with cameras on top. If no screen, it. Chrome is not. Chrome not responding.
Oh lord.
More options. Menu pop-up button. Remove from.
Let's see who it is.
Full screen
I'll let
layout
you
button.
in.
More options. Menu pop-up button. Remove from. Solo layout. Mute mic button. More options. Menu pop-up button. Add to stream button.
Alright, let me look.
You are currently on a button. Mute mic button. Group. More options. Menu image. Manny. You are image. More options. Mute mic button. Add to stream.
Alright, here we go. He's in now.
Screen mirror. Screen mirror. When iPhone/iPad screen is off.
On.
You are currently on a text element.
Fire. It's on. My mom
Rewind. Play
told me it's
button.
on. Okay, you're here.
I don't know where he is, but he's just.
Hi, chicken.
Hi. So we are watching an Apple video, and there's actually this cool app on the Mac that I got where I can plug my phone in by USB, and it screen mirrors my iPhone screen and audio to the Mac through USB.
What?
Yes.
There's an app for that?
Yeah. I don't think you have to pay for it. I did because apparently I just did because it's only $1 for some pro feature, but I just did anyway. But I don't think you can just get it from the App Store, and then it works. Cause it worked before I even bought it.
Why would I need that when I can just AirPlay?
How do you AirPlay to a Mac though? Like, 'cause mine can't do that. If
Yeah,
they enable.
Mac.
You have to have the newest Mac OS.
Oh, I thought that worked on Monterey though.
It does, but it depends on your Mac.
Does it work on? So you have to have like a new like M1 MacBook Air.
No, it works on T2 Macs.
I wonder why mine can't do it then.
What, have you even turned it on?
I don't know how to enable the setting to do it.
Go to System Preferences and go to Handoff.
Handoff. What is handoff?
Oh. Yeah, no one's done a tutorial on it.
Menu bar.
Okay,
Apple.
let's see.
About this. System preferences.
We're gonna
System
explore this. Okay, where's
Preferences.
handoff in the settings? 'Cause I never.
General.
General.
System preferences. And desktop dock. Mission dock.
I
Desktop
would
general
assume
button.
it's the same
You are
as the iPhone.
My macOS Ventura is because I've seen the layout, but
Leaving scroll. Appearance. Light. Dark. Odd. Light. Dark. Odd. Accent. Multi. Blue. Purple. Pink. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Graph. Multicolor. Highlight. Accent. Sidebar
You're on
icons.
the
Medium.
wrong thing,
Sidebar.
buddy.
what?
You're on the wrong thing, buddy.
What am I supposed to be on?
Well, I know it's there in the toolbar.
Green. Yellow. Orange. Red. Pink. Blue. Accent. Auto. Dark. Light. Auto. Toggle. Dark. Light. Appearance. General. Toolbar. You are back for show all search text field.
The thing is, I don't know what version you're running.
I'm on
He's
macOS
on-
Monterey.
Monterey.
I'm surprised you haven't upgraded yet.
Out of tool.
I can't.
Dictation failed. Appear
That's
light.
just-
Dark. Auto. Toggle.
Well,
What?
probably because just using it doesn't work with ML Legacy anymore.
I can't. I can't natively upgrade.
You stuck with Monterey forever.
Blue, green, allow show automatic allow wallpaper tinting medium side automatically based on mouse or trackpad show scroll bars wins always rate click in the jump to the default Google Chrome pop default prefer tab in full screen when opening asked close windows when quitting an app when selected recent items 10 documents allow help button allow handoff between this Mac and your iCloud devices checkbox help button.
And I know you can do it on Monterey, the AirPlay thing.
I think it's under. Well, I don't know what exactly it is.
Yeah, because then it would be nice if I don't have to keep taking my phone out of its charging case thingy that apparently doesn't like computers.
Also, sorry
Track
what
position,
happened
2 minute
yesterday, Manny. I don't know. Sawyer was telling me
What?
about what was going on yesterday in the group.
Yes, because people were starting crap.
Alright, so we are going to close out of here for now.
Screen mirror.
And keep playing this video.
2 minute next video forward play button speech off.
Apple's not quite sure how to do this yet, but I think that means iMessage will have to come to Android devices in the EU by a certain time. But one thing that I think should be mentioned is because all of this we're basically just talking about software, not hardware, it should be pretty easy for Apple to just launch these, gates in the walled garden in the European Union. They don't necessarily have to roll out all of these features to the US or in other markets. While there is legislation being pushed about that in other countries, the EU is the only one that officially has this law in place. So it's very possible that they could open it up and enable it over there, but not here, because it's, for the most part, just like a flip of a switch for Apple to do. It wouldn't be that complicated. But why are so many Apple sheep out there against it? Well, I think it ultimately comes down to a lot of people just believing that the iOS App Store being the only way to access apps on your iPhone is an overall good thing. Like, people, for the most part, may agree with the rigorous testing and analyzing of apps that are submitted on the iOS App Store to prevent malware and scams, and they like things being integrated in first party and everything through Apple. But the people that are for this law and are happy about it are just like, hey, I'm not saying you gotta do anything any differently. If you don't want to sideload or use third-party app stores, just don't use them. But I would like to use them. I would like to sideload some apps, and I would like to access some more functionality, so just let me do that if I so choose to. Give me the control that I'm Apple. And I don't think that viewpoint is harmful at all. If you just want a backdoor option to access something, for the most part, I don't see an issue with that, but I am afraid of the precedent and the way Apple implements it, which is why, in my opinion, it's too early to tell if this is really going to be a big issue. Because on one hand, I see the viewpoint that Apple could make it pretty difficult to sideload or allow third-party app stores, right? They could bake it into settings, they could make you have to click a bunch of disclaimers, and it's something that, grandma is not going to accidentally stumble upon. Like, oops, I sideloaded an app that I thought was going to give me, 10,000 crypto coins, and I thought that was a good idea. Now all of a sudden her phone's...
Well, you could make it like Android, where when you sideload a new app, it takes you to the security settings, and you allow source, and ooh, there we go. Then no one will accidentally sideload anything, because there's still extra settings. And there, even if someone like that, wow.
freaking out and it's causing all these problems. If Apple really, really makes it hard to install all those other programs, and the only people that can access it are those who really do absolutely know what they're doing with their phone, then I don't think this would change much. I think that the iOS App Store would pretty much just continue to be the way it is today, and most customers would not even utilize the feature. But I don't think that's necessarily what this law is about.
Or they could be like Android, where because the Google Play Store is still popular.
Yeah.
People download from the Google Play Store just fine. So if Apple would just open up a little bit, maybe people wouldn't have to jailbreak or use the alt store, by the way. So it'd be nice to be able to open an IPA file and be like, well, here we go. And then a big package installer or whatever.
And I've often seen people online telling me that Apple, in limited ways, like through Enterprise or when you plug it into a computer directly, kind of is already letting you sideload certain applications. Again, if you really know what you're doing, but the point is the EU doesn't count.
How do you natively sideload an app from a computer? You have to use the Alt Store. How do you natively go on a computer and then, without installing anything, get the file and sideload an IPA to your phone without the Alt Store? I mean, is there a way to do that I haven't heard about? Because last time I checked, you have to use the Alt Store or jailbreak.
That. The EU is not saying you have to have a backdoor, really hard to access way to sideload. The EU is pushing for, at least with the spirit of this law, a more fair playing field for third-party software developers going up against Apple. They believe that the App Store is a monopoly and it has too much control, and that the iPhone should be just kind of considered like a public place for anybody to post apps and software, and you can choose to go through the iOS App Store, but if you don't and you want to use your own third-party store, it should be easy and practical for developers to do that. And in my personal belief, the law is trying to encourage it to become easier and commonplace and not that complicated of a thing to allow side loading. So I'm not completely read up on exactly how Apple can support this law so that they don't get kicked out or pay massive, like 20% global revenue fees to the EU. Obviously, Apple's going to want to avoid that while still...
Okay, we've watched enough of this video, but my opinion is...
Speech on. Will more help iOS?
Should just go be like, I mean, Mac OS lets you sideload, so what's the problem with the iPhone sideloading? If they're worried about privacy, well, they're definitely not. If they're like, oh well, privacy, well, they're definitely not worried about privacy for the Mac then. If they're letting you do it on the Mac.
Download auto cap
I mean,
more
it kind of
rewind
makes
play
sense why
button.
they would do that, but I don't know.
How does it make sense why they do that?
Because, like, they don't want a bunch of apps from random sources, people not knowing what they're doing, being loaded.
But then why do they allow you to sideload on Mac OS or install apps that aren't on the App Store on Mac OS? Because that could happen on Mac OS too. The same thing.
Yeah, like I don't know. Is Team Talk on the App Store? I don't know if it is.
It's on the iPhone App Store.
I
On
know
the
it's
Mac,
on the iOS
on the Mac,
App Store.
on the Mac, you can just get it from the
Through the
website or whatever.
APK
Forward 10
or the PKG that I sent you. I sent you a PKG
Next video.
of Team Talk.
You can also just use it on Windows, but
Yeah, that would be
5 track position. Exit full screen button. Exit full
alright.
screen.
And then another video I want to watch
Portrait
because
video
it's
player.
kind of funny.
Video collapse video
Someone
button.
busted Apple.
Wilmore apps.
and-
Wilmore app. 199 likes. Apple div add comment 100 like 3 weeks ago. Talos 3 nano will 1 hopes add a comment 66 100 like 2 week. Talos add a comment 100 2 like 2 week. Talos how I recapping iPhone my iPad Apple is open. Apple's 17 happy 16 17 wishes for iPad OS 17 and 17 wishes for iPad OS 17 and 17. Player heading skippable at 0 and 2 3 seconds to skip ad. Ad can now be skipped selected. Add
you.
track
That should
position 3 3 3 2 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 15 40 20 19 seconds of 16 10 less than a second of 6 skip
You were
full screen
unable to
skip
turn around
track position
iPads.
speech off.
So Drew, you were unable to turn around sales for us. How lame is that? Well, Craig, that's because you didn't do anything I said. You didn't put Mac OS on the iPad. You didn't make my dream iPad Mini 7. No, we can't do any of those things. But how can we just update the software and make iPad OS better in a way that would enhance iPad usability? So I cannot change the hardware, you're saying, and not ask for dual boot Mac OS. Who's to say? You're the chief of software. I guess you're right. Good luck. So, I am not allowed in this video to suggest dual boot macOS anymore because Apple can just say that's too weird, that's too complicated, and it's probably reasonable to assume it's not going to happen because it just makes too much sense. But in today's video, I've compiled the top 17 things that I would prioritize if I were fixing iPadOS 17, and Apple, I'm giving you free ideas here. You don't even have to pay me. These are just things that I think would increase iPad sales across the board, and I think would make a lot more people comfortable comfortable spending lots of money on their iPads. So, starting with number 1, let's address the biggest elephant in the room. There's still no calculator app. There absolutely should be one, and yes, it should work in picture-in-picture so that you can be working on spreadsheets while having the calculator app go. To say that, well, you just download a third-party app. No, you could easily have said that about messages, music, and the weather app, but they decided to add all of those things to be first-party native apps, so no excuse, calculator app should exist. Number
What do you think about that? There's that point.
Well, I mean, if they have it on the iPhone, they should have it on the iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, they have it on the Mac, too. You know what I still don't get? Why is there a Maps app on the Mac? No one's gonna drive with their computer and be like, oh. I'm just wondering.
2 is something that's been on AirPods, Apple Watches, and iPhones and Macs for years, but still has not found its way onto the iPad, which is optimized battery charging. And the iPad is absolutely deserving of it because there's a lot of people that aren't using their iPads much anymore and tend to leave them plugged in, and then the battery degrades faster because it goes straight to 100% in for weeks. And unplugged as to not keep the battery at 100% all the time, but then the battery declines and goes to 0 and the battery stays there for extended periods, and that's not good for the battery health either. So if we had optimized battery charging, specifically a charge limiter as well, that would be great. We could keep the battery at a fixed percentage, and now with Stage Manager and more people using their iPads docked with external monitors, they have power at all times. Keeping the battery at 100% at all times is not a good idea. So at least optimize battery charging, ideally though a charge limiter so that you could keep it at 80% no matter what the use case is, and that way iPadOS doesn't have to guess your charge routine. Number 3 is something I noticed very bizarrely absent when I was editing a previous video on DaVinci Resolve. When you are dragging files into the Files app, there's still, at this point, not really much of a status or progress bar for importing footage. Like, I dragged in a video file, and it's just kind of grayed out, and you assume that the import process has begun, but it's nowhere near as good as the progress bar is on macOS, where it tells you exactly how big the file is, how much it's so far, and you can even kind of get a rough ETA on how long it will take that file to transfer. iPadOS, I'm still on the latest beta version, and when I'm importing files, I don't see that, or they make it harder to see depending on what you're importing through. So either redesigning it or fixing my bug that didn't have it. If you're gonna have a file management system, those are pretty crucial features in my opinion. Number 4!
Yeah, on the Mac, when you paste files or whatever, it does that. It'll be like, doom, when it's done. So they should have that. Now, number 4 doesn't apply to us because we're blind, but I still have to talk about this because I could easily compare this to something else. Here it is.
It's a really easy and obvious one that they just completely left out of the M2 iPad Pro, but they said that they can now shoot in ProRes on the rear-facing cameras, but you need a third-party app to do that. Apple, what the heck is wrong with you? That should be baked into the first-party native app. I can't believe you actually shipped hardware with software that wasn't capable of taking advantage of the new features you were advertising. So yeah, if you're gonna boast about ProRes on the iPad, which no one's really gonna use anyway, at least let people do that through the first-party camera app. Otherwise, what the heck?
Yeah, it's like the same thing as, like, it's kind of the same thing as, yeah, you get so there is stereo audio in the camera app on iPhones, but then with voice memos and GarageBand, you get mono, which still sounds okay. I actually use mono, and for production, but there's no option that says use stereo. Like there's on the Mac with GarageBand, you can tell it to use mono or stereo if you have a stereo mic, but it doesn't. So it's kind of a similar thing in a way, but the camera lets you record stereo audio and it's great and stuff. But what do you think about that? How they tried to put a camera feature on the iPad that's on the iPhone, which you can record in the camera app on the iPhone, but then you have to have a third-party app to use their feature.
Well, I don't know, because it's not really something I do.
Yeah, but isn't it just ridiculous how they didn't put that in their native app, but then they advertised it?
I suppose.
Because
is that camera app even doing there? Number 5 is the one we've been asking for years, and I'm sure I've brought it up in previous wish list videos, but yeah, obviously pro apps. I'm not cheating and saying every one of these pro apps counts as a feature, but yes, number 5 just encompasses Final Cut Pro. Obviously, there is so much optimization with Apple Silicon that comes from that platform, and there's so many Mac users that are comfortable with it that have to relearn everything if they try to do video editing on the go with an iPad. And yes, I'm sure it would need designed to be a little bit more touch-friendly, but similar to what Blackmagic has done with DaVinci Resolve and having a fixed time head option versus a freeform time head option and all of the shortcuts people are used to, there's a way you can bring over essentially the desktop version of Final Cut. We know it's capable of running on Macs with 4 gigabytes of RAM, an old slow Intel processor, so I'm not subscribing to the idea that, well, the iPad just doesn't have the performance capable of running Final Cut. Yeah, no. You were running Final Cut Pro on 11-inch MacBook Airs 7 years ago.
Yeah,
okay,
Apple got
so
roasted.
M2, M1 iPad Pros easily should be able to handle that. Even A12X what we know about the Mac Mini dev kit that was rocking a A12Z chip. And on that same subject, other pro apps that Apple develops and updates like Logic. People love using it on the Mac, and I'm sure it's possible on the iPad. Same thing with Xcode. Forgive me, but I believe that in 2023, it should be possible for you to design and code apps for the iPhone and the iPad on the iPad itself. I don't subscribe to Apple's idea that, well, if you're on the iPad, you get Swift playgrounds, and then when you're a grown-up, you can one day buy a Mac, and that's how you develop actual iOS apps. No, the iPad, especially if you're charging $1,500, $2,000 for those things, it should support Xcode so that you can fully test apps and develop them just with the iPad. You don't need a Mac to access all of that code. So some of those aren't apps that I wouldn't necessarily utilize, but I still think should be there. But number 6 is tying more into things that I would actually use.
Okay, pay attention to this one really carefully.
My iPad had it, which is external microphone control. So technically the iPad does support external microphones, but you just kind of plug them in and nothing really happens. You just hope that iPadOS is understanding that there's an external microphone connected and you should use it. But they give you no settings. There's no setup or way to tweak the microphone. So that's happened to me in the past where I've connected an external mic to the iPad, but it's way peaked out and there's no way to select different microphone inputs on the iPad like we do on our Macs. You're just left for iPadOS to kind of guess and figure out, hey, which microphone should I use or which output device should I go to? And I think that complicates switching to iPads for a lot of Mac users. So that's why I would be in favor of you having more dedicated controls into the settings app that says, I would like to select this microphone input now. I want it to be selected at this volume, and that way it would be a lot easier calibrate and connect to mixers for people that are doing more audio stuff, especially with Logic. And right now, there's a lot of dedicated audio apps just baked into macOS that give you all kinds of controls over capturing desktop audio versus capturing external audio and what levels they are. But iPadOS, it's kind of just like shooting in the dark. So definitely should have that on the iPad as well. And on top of that, number 7 is external camera support, which basically the iPad doesn't have any right now.
So what?
Dock, phone, page 5, Zoom,
The
one new
microphone
item.
thing.
Double tap to open.
So that's all we're gonna watch for this one. Now let me unplug.
YouTube Music. Double. Now in Preferences. Screen mirror window. Button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control Option Space.
But yeah. So what do you think about that one? Because we use microphones, and
I mean,
I
I
think
guess it would be okay. I don't know.
because I think the I think the iPhone and iPad needs that because think about this. So you know how your microphone was like quiet when you first plugged it in, or used it on StreamYard, your headset.
Yeah.
Well, what if you plug that into your iPhone or iPad over a lightning cable or whatever, and then people were like, oh, it's too quiet. But then you can't raise it up because there's no settings for the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Like your computer and my Mac, we have control panel and stuff.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's back in its case.
Double tap to open. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Page 5 of 5. Page. Settings.
And yeah, so now
General. Button. Rose. Music. Button. Audio. Audio. EQ. Off.
okay, I do want to figure out how to AirPlay my thing to my iPhone or my Mac to or the iPhone to the
Chrome.
Mac.
StreamYard.
So I'm gonna
Menu bar. App. System.
who's
Oh, let me see who. Let me see. It's from Brandon.
Hey, he should tell him to join the stream.
Yeah, I told him to join. I'll be
Closing
back.
system.
Okay.
System preference. Leaving toolbar. Apple ID button. Family sharing. Apple entering to show all menu. Search text field. Blank. You are H A N D space O. Allow handoff. Allow handoff. Light. Selected. Auto toggle. Light. You are currently on a text element. Chrome. Bluetooth 100 Wi-Fi connected 3 bars menu extra. Chrome, StreamYard, desktop content shared, Google Chrome, Mica window, /AFTP6 no IOS UF6 reply V2W 3HUGZ NF. Avenue L0YJA equals S275C, and 2 more items. Mute microphone. Turn on mic and camera settings button group. You are currently on a button group. To click this button, press Control Option Space.
Good morning. It's. I'm just kidding, guys.
Welcome. Drop 1. Top chat.
Alright, I'm gonna plug this. No, I don't want the case charging. Unplugging the USB charging cable, and we're gonna put this back on the charger. That is cool though. So for if you guys are people who don't want any glitches, like if you are on Wi-Fi and you're trying the airplane and it cuts out, or if you don't want, or if you don't have Bluetooth on, or whatever issues you get with wireless connectivity over like screen mirroring. The cool thing is this Mac. I got the thing. I got the app where you can use USB and plug your phone in. Your phone can be charging too from your Mac, and your Mac can be plugged in. And it's great experience for stuff. I want to send this link to an Instagram group of sighted kids that I don't talk to all the time, except for my one friend at school, and these people are gonna see how I do YouTube. So here we go. Yes, I'm in an Instagram group that I got added to. People I don't really talk to, except for one person. So yeah, but I'm gonna send the link just to get more viewers because it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to join. Someone's trying to join. Let me just send this link. Alright, I'll let you in. Who's trying to join? Yes.
Turn on mute microphone button group. The image. The Almighty Lord image. More option. Mute mic. Add to stream button.
Can you hear me?
Currently on a button.
Here.
To click this button. Solo.
Whoa.
What?
Layout button.
BB cable.
Oh.
I can hear myself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my Mac is actually
It's still rooting? It doesn't show that though, but
Mute microphone button group. Turn on mic and camera settings button group. You are currently on a button group. To click this button, press Control Option Space.
Playback property page. Select the playback device below the modified settings list. Speakers real
Wait,
text.
no. Brandon, just change your speaker on StreamYard.
Tab control. Playback recording. Recording headset microphone. Real tech. R audio. Microphone array. Real tech. R audio. Default headset. Micro stereo mix. Real tech. R mid 1. Virtual audio. Line 1. Virtual S/PDIF1. Microphone. Yeti stereo microphone. Default device 707.
You can just
All
go to
StreamYard. Google Chrome. Toolbar. The presence this page. Share the bookmark. This stream. Make clickable.
I'm using it differently. Reese told me to use it correctly.
what is that?
So on line 1 virtual audio cable, you have to press listen.
Yeah, that's how you do it. But if you don't want people to hear you on StreamYard, so you have your default speaker set to line 1, and then your microphone set to line 1, and you're listening to it so you hear your line 1
system with
headphones. Well, what you do on StreamYard is go to mic and camera settings,
Recording headset. Stereo mix.
go to audio,
Yeti stereo
and
microphone.
set your output on
Set
StreamYard.
default communication device C. Show disabled device. Sound dial S/PDIF1. Line 1. Virtual audio cable. Ready 507.
Wait. So what you do,
Disable.
so we can, if you, okay, I guess make it harder on you can literally just go to, like how I have mine set up, even though it's on Mac OS.
Stop sharing mic and
This is how My default
Modal.
speakers are set to the virtual audio cable.
Modal.
And I can hear it, like, the same way, listen, whatever.
General.
I'm listening to my mic.
Camera. Audio.
But
Virtual back recording. Hotkeys. Layouts and double. Guests. Button. Group. Black hole 2CH. Virtual. Headphones. Built in. Speaker.
So Black Hole Virtual is my microphone that's using on StreamYard, so you guys can hear my whole computer. But then StreamYard is outputting through my headphones or my internal speakers or whatever you're using. And then, so that means StreamYard won't output through the cable, so then since StreamYard's using the cable, you guys don't hear yourself off my end, but you hear everything on my computer. So you on Windows, just listen to your listen to line 1, put it through your headphones or whatever you're using, and then put your microphone through it, like you were, and then set your default speaker to the line 1 or whatever, and then go to StreamYard, go to mic and camera settings, go to audio, and then when it says speaker combo box, put it to your headphones, and then we can still hear everything on your computer if you want to like play a game or do whatever in full stereo, and then we don't have to hear ourselves. So then you can still root everything perfectly. If you want to be able to root everything. If you don't, then you just set your default microphone on StreamYard to your Yeti or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's the easy
Are
way
you
to
good,
do it.
Brandon? Do you need help, or I think Micah can customize your mic.
His mic is fine. Who's still watching? One person watching. If you type in the chat or ask to join if you want to join, because there's no link. If I ever use OBS, I'll just put the. I just use a. I do it a different. We'll do it a different way. It's called. Yeah.
Brandon, are you fixing your mic? It says he's still here.
Yeah, he probably is, but there's an easier way of doing it then.
What would be the way that Reese teaches him?
Reese taught him the same way to do the listen thing and stuff. Reese taught him the same way. It's just Brandon didn't know that he could go to mic, or I don't know if he didn't know. He probably just doesn't. If he doesn't want us hearing everything on his computer to root something, then he's doing it the right way. But I told him that he could just go to mic and camera settings and then set his output on StreamYard to headphones.
Yeah.
Johnny, good morning. Welcome to Abby Action. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Chat send dimmed button.
Okay.
Hold on, iOS 17?
Say what?
I heard you think say iOS 17.
No, I plugged in my computer.
And technically, I could actually have multiple microphones going through, because I could use GarageBand and Reaper interchangeably. I could use them both at the same time. Actually, let's try using my studio mic. I don't like how it sounds compared to the Victor's Yeti mic, because he actually was able to tweak it by using an app called Logitech Tools or something. Logitech Blue.
Discord now epic. Hashtag general fans of the Gallagher 123123 YouTube channel and everyone hi everyone. After I am done with Otasho and we are doing with one of my friends, we can hang out and play on RS games or any other games.
We could do.
Oh, you muted me. I think I might have fixed it.
Yeah.
No one muted.
I just
no one
posted
muted
it.
you. It did that.
Okay, I just now posted in Cullen's server.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Brandon. You know what's cool? Since I actually use Reaper on macOS because it has better volume controls.
Oh.
Because GarageBand only goes up to 6 levels, but Reaper goes it's like an audio mixer. It can do 0.5, 0.1, and stuff. But I could actually use Reaper and GarageBand at the same time if I actually really wanted to.
Was that how you did the Mr. Big Boy voice on Skype?
Oh yeah, do you want me to show? I could show you how I set up that effect.
Finder, application, Google Chrome, Reaper. Finder, Google Chrome, Finder.
But wait,
Close window,
Micah,
Reaper.
why
Reaper.
were you saying about the Arabic voice and the thingy, like, of that one message that was sent out by the Arabic voice or whatever?
Oh yeah, that was on recording when I called everybody. Okay.
No, the message that was sent out with the Arabic voice, because I had gotten it as well, remember? The one about the circuit breaker or whatever?
That was not an Arabic voice, but then we got one where someone was using a Dell or something and like typing in it. Okay,
yeah, Brandon, didn't you get that?
Yeah, I did.
I got the same thing, and we came to conclusions that it was Hunter that did it.
We don't know, but anyway. Okay, Brandon, you want to hear the effect? How I just set it up?
Yeah.
It was Hunter.
So you press F. No. Come on, work, alright. Does Reaper not want to
New project button.
work or something?
Voiceover off. Voiceover on Reaper. Unsaved project. Reaper v6.71. Evaluation license. Oh, save project. One armed.
There we go. F.
Now in add effect.
Sure, are you ready? Here, listen to this.
Filter combo box. Clear filter. Table. Row 2 of 3rd. In table. All plugins. VST. Level 2. You are currently on a text out of table. Table. No selection. Default preset blank. FX. VST. Redelay. Default preset FX. VST. Reinsert. Default FX. VST. Relimit. FX. VST. Re-NINJ. FX. VST. Repitch. Cocos. You out of add. Default button. Now in tab F. Edit. You drop plus inf. Solo.
You'll probably think this is cool.
Shift 0 point semitone. Shift sense. 0 sense. Shift semitones. 0 shift semitones. Slider 0 You are in slot -0 -0 out of slot -0.
It's not doing anything.
Hyphen 1 2
Right, Brandon?
12 semitones. Shift 0 1 0
Brandon,
octaves.
can you hear that?
Form and shift.
Yeah, I can hear it.
0.0 semitones. Repitch. Form and shift. 0 form and 0 sense. Form and shift. 0 semitones. 0 content selected. 1 2
12. There we go. So you put the first so there we go.
Makes you
Got that
sound
set
old.
up.
It makes you
Just
sound
wait.
old.
Now we're gonna add a delay effect. So we're gonna go.
plug in add delete shift
It makes
add
you
shift
sound older than
auto
you actually are, doesn't it, Brandon?
parameter
Yeah, it kind of
so
does.
It makes me sound like a droid. I am a robot.
pitch remove add button. Now in add FX
Here's check.
clear filter table no selection affect default preset blank FX VST
Your Alex
recontrol
does
MID
not sound
FX
different, though.
VST redelay
Yeah, because it's.
out of add cancel button
We're gonna add delay
add
effect.
default button
Okay.
now in F
Okay.
remove plus 0.0 add
Yeah.
0.0 add 0 plus volume 1 stereo bits 20 Herd 21 20 low read deep inf feet 1 4.0 length musical 4.0 and at 0 length time 0 and length 4.0 contents hyphen 0 period 9 0 3 0.03
Hey guys, it's Mr. Big Boy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
project
gonna
setting
squeeze your big boy arms.
I love big boys.
Oh, Brandon, did you hear
And
about
That's
what I
bypass.
got the other night?
and then Brandon, you'll think this is cool. If you press the letter B, it puts you back to your normal voice, and if you press B again, it'll put your effects back on.
FX active FX
Now
bypass
back to normal.
FX active
And hey
Yeah.
guys, it's Mr. Big Boy.
FX
You
bypass
can get Reaper on Windows and do the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, now let me switch to my studio mic.
now in Reaper preferences vertical leaving request built-in microphone pop-up menu 5 less than D MK4 black hole MK4 digital entering table leaving table cancel apply button okay now in
Now it makes me really quiet, so we're gonna hold down Option
track
up
play
arrow. So it's gonna raise me up a little. Oh no! So I'll keep raising it. I have to sing to make sure it doesn't get sensitive. And then yeah, the EQ on this mic kind of sounds weird, but okay.
It actually sounds good.
Yeah.
One armed FX bypassed.
No.
One armed FX bypassed. Track plus 17.8. Track plus 17.75.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Plus,
a
plus
little.
17.65. Plus 17. Plus 17.55.
Hey,
Plus
Brandon,
17.5.
about what I got the other night?
Plus 17.
What?
Plus 17 point. Plus 17 point. Plus 17.2.
Micah,
Plus 17.15.
can you
Plus
stop what
17.
you're doing
Plus
while I can
17.05.
show Brandon
Plus
what I got?
17.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this on. Tell me if you can hear this. I'm gonna move my mic close.
All right, guys.
Tell me, can you hear this? Did you hear that?
Was that an Xbox controller or something? Because I heard a button press.
No. No, you'll see it in just a sec.
That's creepy. Brandon, your mic, the way it's in
What do you
stereo.
think of this?
Yeah, I know. I've heard my own podcast, so I know what it's like.
When someone talks, it sounds like they're in my room. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, that's how good it is. So that's how good my dad sounded in my podcast. There were a few moments I actually had to tried to feel on my bed to see if he was actually there.
You should hear how good.
What podcast?
You should hear how
When
good
did you
the
do a podcast?
Okay, Brandon, do you have headphones on?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I recorded a church. So on the iPhone, to properly record stereo audio, you have to unlock your rotation, put it in landscape and all that. Listen to how good the iPhones sound on a church video. I'm gonna airdrop it to my Mac and I'll play it. I want your opinion on it.
And I have other settings on this aside from stereo.
Wait, do you still have your iPhone 7? Is that the one you're using in the Let's Make New Friends chat?
I haven't used that in a while, but yeah, it was probably.
Okay, Brandon.
Let's
be quiet and listen to this. Brandon, I'm starting this up because it was acting extremely weird, so I have to restart this. But listen to this. It takes a few minutes, or a minute. Tell me if you can hear this. Tell me if you can hear it. Slowly starting.
Wait, I think I might know.
What do you think?
I think it's a GPD.
You're about to see. It's not a GPD though.
Yeah, I heard the Microsoft David talking briefly, and this is on directional setting, by the way.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard Windows 11.
Mm-hmm.
It's your school computer.
Yep, Micah guessed it. This is my school computer.
Nice. You showed me the other day. It has like the 10-core thing.
Yeah, you're about to see. 1, 2. Now watch this. There we go. Now
I still have gold Dell. It's in my backpack.
Now look at that. What do you think?
Desktop window. Taskbar. New notification from wireless. Action needed for.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Now watch this. So you remember how I was telling you the touchscreen?
Yeah.
Join student manual.
A minute. I'm gonna show you it with all 3 screen readers.
Join student manual. Dialog just version 2.
There we go. Now watch this.
No next. No containing. No previous.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the desktop.
Start desktop lit software. Firefox check zoom checkbox. FS Reader 3 JAWS 2020 Easy Reader checkbox. NVDA checkbox not selected not checked. 8 Microsoft Teams main window Microsoft Team. Microsoft Team taskbar. Desktop list software recycle fire zoom. FS JAWS 2000 Easy Reader check NVDA checkbox not selected not checked. 8 of 9.
Now listen to this.
Desktop list focus with 9 recycle desktop list recycle soft fire zoom. FS JAWS 2000 Easy Reader check NVDA checkbox checked.
What do you think of that?
That's pretty cool.
Now, I don't know why your computer doesn't work with it for some reason. when you were trying to maneuver the touchscreen.
Maybe it's because I have a bigger screen.
Mine's a 15.6-inch notebook.
Mine's a 23-inch.
Mine's a 13.3-inch MacBook Air.
Now, look at this. I'm going to start narrator.
No touchscreen.
Now, watch this.
Yeah, narrator worked that way for me, too.
So, isn't it kind of like Android in a way?
It is.
Now, watch this. I'm going to go into JAWS. And this, you're actually going to find interesting. I showed this to Sawyer yesterday when I was talking to him.
Didn't you say Jaws? I hate the popping. Didn't you say Jaws was the best for touchscreens?
Now watch this.
FX active.
Okay, can you stop that while I...
FX bypassed.
But look at this, Brandon. Watch. I'm going to do 3-finger double tap. 3-finger double tap again. What do you think of this? Brandon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, now 3-finger triple tap. Yeah. So, I don't know why it doesn't work on your computer, but do you think it would work on your GPD?
Maybe. But then again, it doesn't show touchscreen driver anymore when I
Okay. Hey guys, I have to turn on my iPod. 'Cause I have to go to lunch, so I'm gonna take my setup down. I'll still be here. So.
Okay. But why doesn't it show the touchscreen driver?
Because I had to reset it
no
once,
button.
so I
Yes,
think it's
default.
using
No
factory
button.
drivers.
Reaper v.71. Evaluation license window. Open project button. Finder.
So,
Desktop group.
Like, I mean, didn't it already come with?
It did, but I
Finder.
rather than using GPD's
Monday, Bluetooth,
OEM version
100%.
of Windows, I just used the regular Windows 10 ISO.
Finder. Desktop group.
And what's the
You are currently on a
difference
group.
between the two?
System preferences.
The regular version uses
Leading tool.
GPD's drivers,
Output.
and
Selected.
the
Selected device. Sound output. Inside.
Windows the normal version of Windows just uses the Microsoft drivers or whatever drivers are recommended to the
You are currently
GPD.
on a box. Apps.
So
Select
where
sound
can you
output.
get the individual GPD touchscreen drivers?
You can't. I tried looking for the Wi-Fi drivers the other day and I couldn't find them because it was acting up.
So what happens if you try to reload the original version of Windows 10 on there?
I don't know. I don't even know where you can find that version.
So, and what was it called?
It doesn't have a special name. It's just whatever GPD puts on there.
Now watch what happens when I try to open an app on here with JAWS. See that?
Yeah.
So like, it's fast
Yeah.
and reliable.
And what was I gonna say? So when I click on the mic, so when I click on the mic for line 1 virtual audio cable, I have to tell it to listen to I have to tell my wait, no. When I click on my Blue Yeti, I have to tell it to listen to the virtual audio cable, and then I switch my default device to virtual audio cable.
Oh. I don't know if there's any buttons to close from within. I'm hearing music.
Oh. What was that?
I guess it went into like JAWS tandem mode or like help mode or something. I don't know what it did. Although I did get to play around with JAWS Tandem on in between my Dell and my HP.
Yeah, I've messed with JAWS Tandem before, but you have to have the right version of JAWS. You have to be running the same version. Like I was trying to connect to a JAWS 2023 user from JAWS 2021, and it just wouldn't let me.
Who was using JAWS 2023?
The state consultant of blind technology, Chad Brown.
Oh. Does he not carry NVDA, or does he...
He uses NVDA occasionally, but he prefers JAWS Tandem over NVDA Remote because he just doesn't understand how to use it.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to show you the specs of this thing. I think I've briefly mentioned them once before.
Taskbar. Run dial. Info 30. Desktop system information dialog. List 1 list.
Okay. Now, this is how it comes.
OS name. Value. Microsoft Windows 11 Enterprise 1 of 44.
Wow.
Version. Value 1002261 build 22621 2 of 44.
So it is on Windows 11 22H2.
Other OS description. OS manufacturer. System name. Value. System manufacturer. Value. HP 6 of 44. System model. Value. HP ProBook 450 15.6-inch G9 notebook PC 7 of 44. System type. Value. X64 based PC. System school. The processor. Value. 12 Gen Intel. Core TM. i5 1235U. 1300 MHz. 10 cores. 12 logical processors. 10 of 44.
Wow.
So, what would you do if you had this kind of computer?
It would probably be my GPD replacement.
What's your GPD's current specs?
3.3 gigahertz and 4 cores in an Intel Core i5.
Yeah, now, RAM is pretty low on here, though.
Installed physical memory. RAM. Value. 8.00 gigabytes 28 of 44.
But honestly, what do you think of that?
That's still pretty good. If somebody do it for me, I'd replace it to like 32 or 64 gigs of RAM.
To make it even faster.
Yeah.
Now, storage capacity is extremely low on here, though. It only has 256 gigabytes of storage.
I'd replace that with the 16 terabyte SSD.
Because that's the max it can hold? This thing?
That's the max I know about as of now.
Numlock on. Desktop list.
And I do have it set in dark mode because this thing is very, very bright. And it also does change your sounds a little bit. So.
Yeah, wait, I need to change it to dark mode because mine's really, really bright too.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see the light.
Okay. What you do, I'm gonna do this with you.
Start window.
Okay.
You're gonna go to settings.
Level. Settings. App. Settings. Settings window. Search box. Find a system 1 of 11 level.
So go to where it says system and you're gonna scroll down to personalization.
Graphic. System 1 of 11 level 1 graphic. No objects inside. System
Okay.
Graphic. Bluetooth device. Graphic. Network speaker. Graphic. Graphic. Personalization. Not select. Active personalization.
Personalization. You're gonna tab down.
How does this work?
Oh,
Personalization.
I don't see personalization.
Personalization 4 of 11 level.
It's you're gonna arrow.
Oh, there it is.
You're gonna arrow down to number 4.
Oh, there it is. Windows Light.
Windows Light. You're gonna tap down one more time. Background.
Background image. Color. Slideshow. Colors 2.
Colors. You're gonna arrow down to colors. Hit enter on that.
Colors. Choose your mode. Choose your mode combo box.
Choose your mode. Is that where you're at?
Sorry, there's like music in the background or something.
Yeah, that's our car.
Colors.
Yeah, you might want to either mute yourself because that's gonna be copyrighted. But
No, because you can't directly hear it, and it's not actually.
yeah, okay. Okay, so
There we
where
are.
you
Dark
at?
mode. I got it.
Dark mode, yeah. Choose your mode. Dark mode. Now, you choose if you look at the theme. If you look at the different modes.
Speech mode off.
watch. Light mode and dark mode.
Yeah, which is what I have it set to. Now.
Now, like, see how the sound theme is different? Versus...
Yeah, I already knew about that, even though I have my own sound theme on this now.
Now, what would happen if you could customize your own sound theme to make it either do light or dark mode?
I don't think you can. That's just a Windows thing.
Now, if I switch it to light temporarily, it's not going to hurt my eyes. But, I mean, I'm glad that you expressed that, because now, if you need to actually, like, I don't know. Also, do you know where you can get the Microsoft touchscreen drivers? Because I know there, if you have the Microsoft drivers, it should also work on your GPD.
I don't know. It doesn't even show that. Maybe I was wrong.
Why do computer companies create drivers if Microsoft already has them?
Exactly. But
like,
this.
Why did Dell create drivers? Because they totally ruined audio on Windows computers.
As for my HP, it has Intel touchscreen drivers.
So you could still use your touchscreen. Okay. But
do you want me to show you all the drivers my HP has? It has some HP drivers, some Realtek drivers, and some Intel drivers.
I guess you could if you wanted to.
Okay,
what
let
about
me.
your GPD? Where can we need to see where you can get
It has all Realtek drivers, and some Microsoft drivers. Actually, it's most of it. Actually, it's like, yeah. Well, anyways, let me root my speech.
They are known for, and I think it's just called a celebration cake.
Can you hear my speech?
It's basically a chocolate cake that's really yummy.
Mike,
let me
you might want to be careful with that because it is going to be heard on YouTube.
Did you know that not actually direct because the iPhone isolates some of it? The only time something could actually get copyrighted is if it's actually going through directly and add visual stuff. But keep in mind that there are lots of YouTubers out there that do actually record concerts that I've watched and with their phones, and it's fine.
Properties. Listen. Line 1.
What I will say is they did take away my other computer.
That other HP that you did on that one stream called Tech Issues, and you could hear the fan and everything.
They took away that one.
Can you hear my speech now?
No.
You have to do select synthesizer and then go.
Yeah, I was just about to, yeah, I just thought about that. Now?
No.
Check your mic and camera settings on StreamYard.
Oh, duh.
Wait, I have an idea. So on StreamYard, when you're doing it, put your input to your line 1 and your output to your headphones, and then we'll still hear everything, but we won't hear ourselves. On StreamYard, so StreamYard will output to the headphones.
That's what it's set to.
Okay, and then so your input to the...
Choose your mode grouping. Accent color grouping. Accent color combo box manual collapse. Show all settings but recent colors list. Desktop list. FS Reader 3.0 checkbox. Check 509.
You just have to set your input then to the line.
Yeah, I have my synthesizer set to line 1. Can you hear it?
No. Is StreamYard using line 1 as your microphone input?
Yeah.
Shut down Windows. Okay button. Desktop list. Secure.
Also, Brandon, I was gonna force push Discord on
Line
you.
1, virtual audio cable, expanded, mid combo, speaker, play test, echo cancellation, stereo,
There we
automatic
go.
mute, new button, objects, close mobile
There we
button,
go.
plan.
There we go.
Start window, search the web, window, search box, edit plan.
Oh, you can hear it now?
Yes, now we can hear it.
Okay, I think it's computer management or something like that.
It sounds like I'm running Windows on the iPhone. It's giving me Windows
Device manager,
computer.
control panel.
You know you could do Windows X, right?
StreamYard camera.
No, I didn't.
Toolbar. Bookmark is StreamYard. NVDA set. Stream device manager. O2 column 5.
Let me switch sensitizers
NVDA menu.
too.
Preferences settings. NVDA voice. Comp variant. Comp voice. Synthesizer group. Select Microsoft speech. Voice.
There,
Device manager. Level 0. Device manager. Preview. Main computer expanded.
Yeah, main computer is the name of my device.
Level 1 audio inputs and outputs collect.
These are all the audio drivers.
It's level 2 line 1 virtual audio cable. Line 1 virtual audio cable. Microphone Yeti stereo microphone. Microphone array Realtek R. Speakers Realtek R. Speakers Yeti stereo microphone. Level 1 Bluetooth collect. It's level 2 Bluetooth device. EarthCom protocol D. 1 of 4 Microsoft Bluetooth enumerator. 2 of Microsoft Bluetooth enumerator. Realtek Bluetooth 5 adapter 4.
So a mix of Microsoft and Realtek drivers for Bluetooth.
Level 1 cameras
So we're
collect.
just
It's
gonna go in and wait for it.
level 2 HP True Vision HD camera 1 of 1. Level 1 com 0 comms.
So my camera's an HP True Vision.
It's level 2 com 0 com
Brandon,
plus
have you ever
4
heard?
serial.
Did you hear Victor's camera? Victor's camera name? His HP calls his camera Chickadee.
What the?
Chickadee. His camera
That's
on
weird.
his computer, it's called Chickadee HP camera.
Mine's called HP True Vision.
Chickadee. Mom, my friend Victor, he has a computer, and the name of his camera on his computer is called Chickadee.
Okay, but we need to figure out where to get your touchscreen drivers.
Level 1 com 0 com serial.
Now,
Level
what
2
would happen
com.
if there was a way to extract or copy, or pull out a file for the touchscreen drivers from your
com 0.
I don't think there is a way.
Level 1
Yeah, like, you know
computer
what I mean,
collect.
right?
Computer.
It's level 2 XPX 64 based PC1 HP all-in-one 24 DC1 XXX2 of level 1 digital media devices. It's level 2 LG WebOS TV on 6900. Level 1 disk drives. It's level 2 NVMe Intel Tecno 02. Level 1 display adapt. It's level 2 Intel R. Iris R. Z graphics 1 of level 1 firmware collapse.
So I've Intel Iris graphics.
It's level 2 device firmware 1 of 3, device firmware 2 of 3, system firmware 3, level 1 human interface devices. It's level 2 HID compliant consumer control device 1 of 12. HID compliant consumer control device 2 of 12. HID compliant phone 3 of 12 level.
What?
What are these?
These are like keyboards and other things.
HID compliant system controller 4. HID compliant touchscreen 5 of 12 level 2.
Wait, Mom, so where is Dad right now?
HID compliant vendor defined device. HID compliant vendor defined USB input device 8 of 12 level. USB input device. USB input device. USB input device 11.
Yeah, but you guys don't
USB
have to tell
level
them.
1
You guys
keyboard
don't have to tell
collect. It's
Dad.
level 2 HID keyboard device 1 of 2. HID keyboard device 2 of
Yeah,
2
but you're not the
level
parent,
1
so you
mice
can't
and
do
other
that.
pointing. It's level 2 HID
Secondly,
compliant
you're not
mouse
really
1
the
of 1.
parent.
Level 1 monitors collect. It's level 2 integrated monitor. HP all-in-one. 1 of 1.
See, integrated monitor.
Level 1 network adapters. It's level 2 Bluetooth device. Personal area network. 1 of 6. Realtek PCIe
So would
GBE
my
family
HP be a replacement for yours?
Yeah, maybe.
Realtek RTL8822802 11X PCIe adapter VMware Virtual Ethernet adapter VMware Virtual Ethernet adapter VPN client adapter VPN 6.
That's for VPN gate or whatever it's called.
Level 1 ports, command, it's level 2 COM0 COM serial port emulator, COM0 COM serial port emulator, level 1 print queues, it's level 2 Microsoft print PDF 1 root print queue 2 of 2 level 1 processors, it's level 2 11th gen Intel R, Core TM, i7-1165G7 at 2. 80GHZ1 of 8, 11th gen Intel R, Core 11 Level 1 security devices. It's Level 2 trusted platform module 2. 1 of 1.
See, this thing has TPM too.
Level 1 software components. Level 2
Micah, did you end
HP
the
application.
stream? Micah,
HP audio
What?
HP application enabling services 1 of 13
No.
level 2 HP audio hardware support application HP device health service 3 of Intel R
Brandon, let me
dynamic
push out Discord
What's on
for
that?
you, because
I already have Discord installed.
on your computer?
Yeah, it shows.
Are you signed in? Because I don't have you.
Supposedly.
No. Cheese curds is not.
Because it shows
okay,
the friend server.
What's that server?
Okay.
The Blake server.
Blake's server?
I need something bigger.
Intel R graphics
What's a blue
command
bacon
center
burger?
5 Intel R graphics control panels Intel R ICLS client 7 of Intel R management engine W Intel R Octane TM memory and storage management Intel R Octane Realtek audio effects component 11 of Realtek audio universal service to sound research audio effects component.
Ooh, sound research. I've never heard of them before.
So what's on the regular bacon
Level 1
cheeseburger?
software it's Level 2 LG WebOS TV on 6900
Brandon.
StreamYard all sound rows all Skype 3 of Scott Lord sent a website Lord sent a website. Join the fans of the Gallagher one. Untitled Google Chrome. Fans of the clickable accept invite button. Open Discord. Always open Discord. Discord.
See? I told you.
I love peach iced tea.
Friends main landmark. Friends document. Quick question. Dialogue. Learn more. Yes. But no. Yeah. Quick question. Dialogue. Learn more about how we use this in. Yeah. Button.
Oh, it's asking
Friends.
if you are it's basically asking because you're using a screen reader, it wants to use that to improve.
Clickable learn more. Dismiss button. Check it out button. Hey there tag friend dialogue. Okay button. Hey there tag friend button. Okay. Help. Okay button. Heading level 2 new. Connection
Then Dad
details.
just ordered his food.
Heading level 2 beta. You can now show off details from your connections, like follower count or learn more. Dismiss button. Check it out. Dismiss. Got it button. Servers. Private. Servers sidebar navigation landmark tree view graphic direct messages level 1.
What's on the
Three
bacon?
mentions the server of Westminster Chimes and Fun level 1. Fans of the Gallagher 123,123 YouTube channel level 1. Technology Gaming and TT's server level 1. Blind Community server level. The Brandon and Lawrence.
Blind community server.
I think that's a server Hunter made.
French fries is better than
Even though
potato
only a few
chips.
people joined it.
Tower Killers server level 1.
Okay. And look
The
how
Awesome
many
Guys
people,
server level.
look how many people are in the Gallagher server, if you can.
Technology. Fans of the Gallagher 120. Mark as read. Invite please. Mute certain notification set. Hide muted. Privacy setting. Edit server pro. Leave server. Mark as read.
How do I look?
I don't know. Go to the general channel and there should be a
Right.
message list.
Direct messages list with 10 items. Friends link. Nitro new link. Server side. Fans of. Send a gift open. Select emoji. Don't show a clickable got it button. Send message number general edit as auto set open. Select emoji menu. Don't show again button. Menu button. Clickable. Blank. Server sidebar navig. Fans of the Gallagher. Heading level 2 channel. Channels list with 6 items button. Expanded text. Channels. Category. Link general, text channel.
Okay, I clicked on that.
Click on the button,
Is there a
create
button that
invite,
says
link,
member list?
link
I
technology,
actually watched this
link
video of him
general,
unboxing.
No, there isn't. Let me shift F10 on it.
channel X, mark as invite, copy, mute, check, copy link to notifications, mark as invite, please.
Yeah, nothing.
Hands of the
Can you check on your phone?
I don't have Discord installed on my phone because I don't have enough memory.
You don't have enough space?
No, I don't.
Wait, you don't have enough storage or RAM?
Enough storage.
Can you install it on your iPhone?
I don't use that anymore. And plus, it'd probably give me an old version of Discord anyway.
It's not okay. It's not that old. You're only iOS 15. Wait, you don't use it, or do you still have it?
I have it, but I don't even know where the charger for that thing is.
Wait, then how are you texting in the group chats?
I haven't for a while. Did somebody hack my account?
What's the first 4 digits or 3 digits of the number?
319.
She asks, we need to order because we're gonna run out of time otherwise.
And
then we're gonna be late for his appointment.
and it uses an email address, not a phone number. Anyways, back to
Discord, Google, Skype Pro, SoundDraw, device, SoundDraw, device
Unless there's another
manager.
Brandon I don't know about.
Jeff's Fire TV 2 of 7 left. Jeff's TV 3 of 7.
That's my dad's Fire TV in the living room.
Microsoft
Do you know how to use
devices.
voice view on there?
Nah.
Microsoft
Dude,
GS
voice view
Wavetable
sucks.
Sync
Okay.
5 of
Yeah,
7
okay,
level
Amazon
2.
tablets in general are bad.
Smartphone
Oh, yeah,
6
Brand,
of 7 level 2.
Xbox One.
Wait,
Who's
what do you
using
think about the
Xbox
idea
One?
of Apple?
My brother.
What do you think about the idea of Apple forcing, or the EU forcing Apple to add side loading on the iPhone in third-party app stores?
That sounds great. Yeah, I heard about that a while ago.
Smartphone
We actually
7 of
watched the
7.
videos on this early in the stream.
Level 1 sound, video and game controllers collapse. Level 2 cool soft virtual MIDI synth 1 Intel registered smart sound technology for USB audio 2 of 5 level 2. Realtek R. Audio 3 of 5 virtual audio cable 4 Yeti stereo microphone 5 level 1 storage controllers it's level 2 Intel RS TVMD controller 9 Intel RS TVMD managed controller 0
Sometimes when you try to
Microsoft
come back to
Store
something, it doesn't make sense.
Level 2 Microsoft Storage
There's no-
Spaces
like a
Controller
purpose
3 of
that's
3
the
Level
purpose
1 System Device Level 2 Active Fixed Feature Button 1 of 48
Because
Active Power
so
Button 2 of
roasting
Active
about 900
Processor Aggregator 3 of Active Thermal Zone 4 of Active Wake Alarm 5 of 48 Charge Arbitration Driver 6 of Composite Bus Enumerator 7 of High Precision Event
So,
Timer
maybe
8 of
it's like even if you're
HP
fighting with
Application
Levi,
Driver 9 of
like,
Intel
like,
R
Levi
Dynamic
stupid,
Tuning
that's kinda making a
Generic
comeback.
Participant 10 of Intel R Dynamic Tuning Generic Participant
Because someone
Intel
calls you a
R
name, then you call it
Dynamic
that, you're basically trying to make a
Intel
comeback every time. That's how
Intel R Serial
that's
IO
basically what
Kill
that is.
Host Control Intel R Power Engine Plugin 21 Intel R PCI Express Root Core Intel R PCI Express Root Core Intel R Management Engine Interface not Intel R LPC Controllers Intel R Host Bridge slash Intel R NAS Intel Activate HP Application Intel R Intel R SM Bus A0A3 Intel R Speed Flash Controller A Intel Registered Smart Sound Technology Bus 25 Intel Registered Smart Microsoft Acticom Logitech G Hub Virtual Bus Enumerator 28 of 48 Microsoft Acticom Client Embedded Control Microsoft Acticom Client System 30 of 40
So, Sam, I have a
Microsoft
question.
Hyper-V PCI
Do you like
Yeah.
using, when you write things on paper, do you like using a pen or a pencil, Sam?
Oh, he's talking, I think, his
Microsoft Hyper-V Virtualization Infrastructure Drop. Microsoft Hypervisor Service 33 of 4.
Mikey,
Microsoft System
I'm
Management
right here.
Drop.
are you talking to your sister, right?
Client
You get
System
older,
35 of
right?
48 Level
They don't
2.
want you. They don't. If you make a mistake, you need to be able to erase your work when you get older. So they care about that more. That's why they make you use a pencil, because if you use a pen, you can't erase.
Microsoft Virtual Drive Enumerator. Microsoft Windows Management Interface. Microsoft
For the
Windows
finals,
Management
they use something called a
Interface.
scan
PCI
project.
Express
Basically,
Root
you write your
Complex
test on that,
41 of
then
4.
they put it into a
PCI
machine,
Plug
and then the
and Play
machine will like
Software
get
Device
basically
Enumerator
calculate it.
43 of
That
48
machine's
Left
really intense. It
Programmable
doesn't
Interrupt
type
Controller 40
pencil
Remote
writing, so
Desktop
you have to
Device
use a
Redirector
pencil on the
System
finals.
Timer 40 Unbus Root
Or then
VMware Z
you zero
Host
it
Device
if you
48 of Level 1 Universal Serial Bus Controllers
How many
Collapse
categories
Level
are there, Brandon?
Intel
Now
R
these are the USB
USB
ones.
3
I think this is one of the last
Sensible
ones.
Host Controller 1 20 Microsoft 1 of 8 Level Intel R USB
What if
3
that actually is?
USB Composite Device USB Composite Device USB Composite Device USB
What if that is
Level
so
1
bad that you can't
Universal
type?
Serial Bus Devices. It's Level 2 Camera View Device 1 of 1.
Wait, Mom, do I have a...
Level 2 Camera View Device.
Is it straw in it?
That's it, right?
Yep, let me show you how many categories there are. Whoops.
Level 0 main compute level. It's level 2 level 1 audio inputs and outputs expanded collapse blue collapse collapse.
Micah, did you get that message on Discord?
Why is there a
that
microphone?
Mikey,
My name's not Mikey.
did you get that message on Discord? That was posted after mine.
Did I get your message on Discord?
Level 1 system devices expanded. Level 2 actually fixed feature.
No, there was one that was posted after mine.
Collapsed.
No, but I don't really want to look.
It's level 1 audio input.
Okay, there's audio inputs and outputs.
Bluetooth collapsed. 2 cameras collapsed. COM0 serial port emulators collapsed.
That's only for my computer because I've COM0 installed. So
what's COM0?
It's for like older virtual machines. So you can emulate the serial port.
Computer collapse. Digital media devices collapse. Disk drives collapsed. Display adapters collapsed. Firmware collapsed. Human interface devices collapsed. Keyboards collapsed. Mice and other pointing devices collapsed. Monitors collapsed. Network adapters collapsed. Ports. Command LPT collapsed. Print queues collapsed. Processors collapse. Security devices collapse. Software components collapse. Software devices collapse. Sound, video and game controllers expanded. Collapse. Storage controllers expanded. Collapse. System devices collapsed. Universal serial bus control. Universal serial bus devices collapse.
So there's 24. So there's 25 categories.
Watching a video.
Okay.
Somebody like that.
Well, I can talk. They can hear me. But I'm also just listening. So have a good day.
Whatever. I'm not gonna get a clear answer from you either until the men in the family today. Don't know how to answer questions.
So no, I'm in like a StreamYard studio. So basically, I can talk. They can hear me. It's like a call. But then I can also just mute, and then I can also just. Mom, I can also just mute.
Oh my God, Selah.
I can also just mute, and then I'm not taking.
Number general fans of the Gallagher 123,123 YouTube channel. Discord, Google
drinks or ranch or anything. You spill everything. You already spilled the drink.
If you're gonna sit here and insult me, you can just go home
I'm
and
just
eat
kidding.
lunch there.
I'm just.
Wait, this is.
But wait.
Taking all of them.
Selah.
Mom took all of them.
Stop it right now.
Wait, if Selah's sitting all the way over here and you're sitting over here, how did the rant?
We'll take a couple.
Well,
you were complaining about wipes. No.
I don't want any.
You don't want any, Micah?
No.
Micah doesn't want any, so I guess I'll take them.
No, that is so much.
Selah.
Wait, if you gave me a lot, then I'll have them.
No, I did not give you a
I don't think there's any left for Micah.
Are you guys eating at Denny's or something, Mikey?
We're not eating at Denny's. We're eating at Top 2510.
What's that?
You don't know? Wait, Mom,
I
is
don't think we have.
25 is 2510 really local?
Yes.
Because someone goes, "What's that?" What is 2510? I don't know. Explain 2510. We only ate here like twice. What is 2510, Mom? How to explain it? A typical American restaurant, so it's like a diner. It's kind of like a diner, but better.
Brandon.
What
Is
they
Brandon
sell-
still here?
They have burgers.
They have chickens.
They have chicken. They have burgers. They have
Wait, Mom. So if the ranch is all,
They have
if you're all the way over here, how did you spell ranch on Selah?
Because she was grabbing a plate, and then she should be holding the ranch, but she's not. And I was reaching my hand out, so when she
ranch was in a little cup,
and then
and the little
it just
cup
fell.
tipped over.
Is that ranch, Levi?
Yeah.
Why is it so green? Like, it looks like mint.
Oh, Mike, Brandon's Wi-Fi disconnected. He wants to be let back in.
Okay, there we go.
There.
Wait, don't you have Ethernet?
I do. I said the wrong thing. Or no, Johnny did.
Well, Mom, look at it.
Wait, how do your Ethernet glitch if it's like connected directly?
I don't know, it just does that sometimes. It's just very rare, but sometimes it does.
Did you know that? So can Android phones create personal hotspots?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is true about Android, but on iPhone, if you turn on your hotspot, you can actually plug your phone into your computer and use your phone as Ethernet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you have a Mac or if you have an iPad and an iPhone, so if you have an iPhone, right, like me, and then you have like a Mac or another Apple device, and you go into your Wi-Fi settings, you don't even have to turn on your personal hotspot for your. You can just use your other device, and it'll show Micah's iPhone or whatever, or Micah's personal hotspot, and you can connect other people being able to see your Wi-Fi network because it's logged into your Apple ID.
Nice.
Also, Brandon, you know Aiden, right?
Aiden who? The name sounds familiar.
Aiden, I think his last name is Golem. He was friends with TK.
Does he play Crazy Party a lot?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've ran into him once or twice.
He tried to surpass me in Crazy Party, but I dipped out of the battle as soon as he.
Tell him. I could surpass him at Crazy Party. I actually did that once.
So they added.
Yeah.
They added a camera feature.
I don't know
to the
how
new
he got
iPad
all the
Pro on
ground
the
types,
backside,
all the electric types.
but
He got
in
all
order
the
to use
stuff,
that camera
all the decks
feature,
and
you have to
everything.
currently download a third.
I have more decks than him even.
How many decks do you have? 200?
Yeah, a little over 200, like 259 or so.
How'd you know Dad
Let me see.
What if you wanted a lime?
Home. Items view list. Step item 3. Down.
Just highlight over the first deck and listen to the number.
Did you know?
Crazy
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
7. A.
There's no
Crazy
calculator app on the iPad.
Crazy Party Beta 40. Jet Root Class A. Jet H. Crazy Party Beta 78. 1. Crystal Crazy Party. Up get bar check to us D data dot D last month get jet I last you will burn quickly dot txt check 1 of 9 type.
Oh, there's more.
Avalanche dot punch.
Can't you just get the magic keyboard that comes with the trackpad?
Deck check along blazy dot t the greatness dot txt check bot check. Last in deck check sit. I left deathboxer.txt checked 1 of 219 type.
So I have 225 decks in total.
Oh.
You can get the magic keyboard with the built-in trackpad, and then you don't need the mouse. Because then it's like
Blazy the great bot. Items.
What if someone doesn't have enough money to buy
and they can just use their finger on their screen like
and along B date B lazy B last week let battle chat
someone doesn't
40
have enough
log
an
B
iPad in
along
general.
bot chat items.
Did you know that lots of people have enough money to buy a Samsung tablet, which lets you sideload apps and?
I'll do it for you.
They don't teach us how to do cursive anymore. They did it like half a year.
Did you know?
That's because you told it, dude. I'm sitting and thinking and doing it first, and I'm gonna do it.
Sayla, you know that there's so many variants of iPads too? There's the regular number one, which is 300, like the cheap one. Then there's the iPad mini, which is like a 7-inch iPad, so it's like a little bit bigger than the iPhone. So it's big enough to be considered an iPad. Then there's the iPad Air, which is the one you want, apparently, the purple one with the 5th gen.
I want the new one, the biggest one, but I think the biggest one they can make, and the color I want is blue.
So there's the iPad Air 5th gen, which has the M1 chip. Then there's the iPad Pro, 11-inch or 12-inch.
I would get the 12-inch, and the color would be blue.
I don't think you, though. When would you get that? How old would you be?
Like,
you have a new grade of A, 99.28%.
Christmas.
Yeah,
I don't think. Okay, I don't think you need that powerful of an iPad, because that iPad is basically as powerful as a Mac. Not depending on how. Yeah, that's a little overkill. No, it's not. Then the iPhone. Sayla, my friend Erica has an iPad, and you know what's cool about it? She can be on a call with me. Sayla, wait. I have a question. Hold on. How's an iPad kiddish for a teenager? Answer that. How's an iPad kiddish for a teenager? Sayla, I have a question. Answer the question. How is an iPad kiddish for a teenager?
It's not.
Wouldn't a teenager rather have like a phone?
Okay, answer this question.
What if they have a phone and an iPad and they can sync them?
When there is games with blood, they beat up people and cut off their limbs, and there's blood everywhere.
Fellows, I'll be with you guys in just a second. I'm just doing something real quick.
All right.
Kids in first grade and third grade, I asked them, "What's your favorite game? Roblox? What do you like to play in Roblox? Doors, like that."
Yeah, but Doors isn't.
Isn't there multiple games on Roblox? So they could say that they like to play the little kid versions of the games.
Yeah,
and then
a lot of little kid games on Roblox.
They play the most popular ones.
Yeah,
the YouTubers play.
I play the games where there's a lot of guns.
Sayla, you can't really say, like, if there's like a platform, not even gaming, but there is
Well, tell your opinion.
well, Sayla, you can't really say all of it is bad, even though I can't see. But if there's a big gaming platform, if there's a big gaming platform, you can't say that the whole platform is for little kids. But some games could be for little kids, and some could be for big kids. So therefore, you can't say the whole entire platform of anything.
Do you agree with his statement, Brandon?
Because YouTube, for example, you could say YouTube is for older people, like adults, or you could say it's just for kids. But guess what? There's kid videos, and then there's normal videos,
So and there's even worse than that.
Yeah. Well, pretty much the same comparison as a video game platform. There's kid games from video games, and then there's big games.
Well,
you're not wrong.
Okay.
But you can't say the whole platform is. You could say some games are for little kids and some.
Yeah, Brandon, what do you have to say about Micah's statement?
I would have to agree with it.
How do you spell your name?
So you're long, Sam. You can't say that it's a little kid's game.
Yeah, how is Roblox a little kid's game if there's different variants of games on there? There's games for little kids and games for big kids. So how can you say the whole platform?
Games where there's a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's totally for a little kid to watch blood. That will.
People beat each other up with Roblox.
Yeah, they're gonna have that would make a kid have a nightmare. Come on. Yeah, blood squirting everywhere and kids getting beat or
characters getting beaten up in a game. That's totally for little kids. That's totally for Sailor. That's totally for little kids, right?
What do you have to say, Brandon?
I agree with Micah, obviously.
And Sayla, you know how you said that iPads are childish for teenagers? What if that's all someone could afford? I mean, I had an iPod. Was that?
Well, I think more teenagers would rather have iPads.
Date modify a long time.
Did you know that the new iPads?
StreamYard Google Pro.
The new iPads have Sailor.
I'll go first. I want.
All right. I think we should end the stream now, so I can go kind of get myself prepared. I'm gonna go get something to eat downstairs probably, and then.
Well, me and Brandon can stay in here.
Yeah, Brandon, are you gonna stay in here and talk with Micah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. That way I can get prepared because I'm gonna go do something on Discord later. We're gonna be on the general channel. Hopefully, I need to take a score sheet. I'm gonna get a score sheet of everybody's names. I'm still trying to remember everybody's names in the server.
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
I
can join the server.
I know most of I know most of their names. There's a few I could name. There's Micah, Matt, Ken, Megan C.
Get fries.
Cullen, Edward.
Wow.
I don't know everybody. Well, I don't know everybody's names off the top of my head. No, Megan C is not mine. That's a different one.
Oh. I have no idea who that is.
And is there a way?
You probably have heard of her. Her name is Megan Cheatham.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Okay. All right.
But we'll see. I'll have to check. So I'll get a score sheet and we'll tally up who's who.
I don't know.
There's also Devin, Ethan from Blind Electron. So,
nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in. There's at least 28 of us. A new girl who just dropped into the server last night.
Okay, Sayla.
We'll see.
Can I tell you something?
But yeah. Oh, Micah and Brandon, keep yourselves entertained, okay?
Okay. We're gonna talk about how the iPads actually. So most teenagers that have an iPad probably have an iPhone, anyways, and then they just sync them. But another thing is that iPads nowadays do actually have cellular connectivity. So I actually know someone whose parents won't buy them a phone, so they have an iPad.
Yeah, I know somebody who's in a similar situation. They have a flip phone, but they use an iPad for everything else.
So iPads aren't really like childish because there's an iPad that has the latest M2 chip, which is in the MacBooks, with 8 or 16 gigabytes of that's totally childish. 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, that's
this call that you're on.
That's totally accurate.
You know, Dad would be yelling at you right now for getting on this call with this person. Whatever you're doing with this person.
I'm mostly talking to you guys over here. Well, iPads over here.
I'm just saying sales opinion.
All your names.
Because I've been playing this game called Phantom Forces recently, and literally you shoot people with guns. And that's the whole game. You think a little kid.
Is it? Yeah.
What?
So is that a little kid game now too? I mean.
Yeah, just because little kids play it doesn't mean it's a little kid game.
Yeah, because
doesn't mean they should be playing it.
Say like if
What's
you have
the difference between Roblox and Fortnite?
When Roblox first started,
it was definitely.
Yeah, that's what I.
But nowadays it is not.
Yeah.
Cause like, there's literally games with like tons of blood.
So the whole platform isn't for little. There's some games on it.
Most games
The
are
game
for.
Hey Dad, the game for start.
Mike has been on a phone call with him that time the whole time.
Clickable more options menu but clickable the almighty lord. Everyone can see and hear heading level 4 you're in the show. F clickable button mute link having issues. F heading grouping out of grouping mic is muted. Live to 2420 not the almighty lord. Clickable button first. Graphic stream graphic S. Graphic appears to say Top Banger Landmark, a review of my 2015 MacBook Air Tech Talk and more. Visit link or click the all night live out, head everyone out link, tab comments.